All right, everybody, it's Tuesday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in our super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. Today is a couple of different days. Today is the following: Lipstick Day, National Wing Day, National Lasagna Day.
Ooh.
I'm going with lasagna.
Yeah.
I feel like lasagna is the superior item on this. If we're going to
I don't know.
observe it, when's the last time you had some good lasagna, Randy? With an Italian wife, you've had it more recently than we have.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, on my birthday, she made lasagna because, she loves me for some reason, and she
for
wanted
some
to
reason,
give me, she wanted.
But
But listen,
name a lot of
if you.
reasons.
Let me tell you guys something. With my wife, Miss Kim, as sweet and pleasant as she is, you get on her bad side, she'll bake you a lasagna, and then when you're sleeping, she'll cut your throat.
Yeah,
she will cut your damn.
That's
throat.
how you know you're getting ready to go. Unexpected lasagna.
Yeah,
and she's not smiling when she serves it to you.
Yeah, no.
That's your last meal.
I've had homemade lasagna, and I kept asking her, "Is this my last day on Earth?" And she said, "No."
No, that's
you're
good.
safe
You're
for
off the
now.
hook.
Yeah.
I feel like you won't get a chance to ask.
No. You'll never see it coming.
I have a roommate. Shout out Hayden Silly. He's basically like my Italian wife. He always makes lasagna, and
there's got to be a better way of putting that.
He has left me on Earth. I am not on his bad side, and his lasagna is very good. But I'm gonna have to take wings on this debate. Wings?
No, you're not. No,
come on.
You don't have a vote. There's no vote.
I thought this was a democracy.
This is not a democracy.
Oh,
you are delusional on how this whole thing works.
It's a damn dictatorship.
It's a dictatorship.
Yeah,
I got to learn that. Yeah.
I'm just fixing a thing because I forgot to change the date on the show, so I'm just fixing a thing here.
All right.
So anyway, not a dictatorship. It's not a I don't. Is it a dictatorship if I'm the emperor?
Are you telling me this is the North Korea of radio shows?
No, it's just more like one of those good dictatorships.
Good dictatorship.
Benevolent dictator.
What's an example?
You aggravate me,
and then he'll kill you.
So like the Roman Empire.
No, better than that. Yeah,
better than
much
that.
better. Yeah.
So let me just be quiet for a second and learn something. Do you know how far back lasagna goes?
Oh my gosh, way back. It's
Harris,
1700 BC.
No, way farther back than that.
What?
BC? No, not BC. No, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say
newer than BC.
I'm gonna say we'll go 400 AD.
No,
right after Constantine.
$1. 1300s, 1330. The first recipe book to feature lasagna was published in Italy.
After hearing like flip flops and BC and all this other stuff we've been talking about, I thought it would be way older, but
you just gotta know your stuff. I can't help it if you don't have the book smarts. It's not my fault.
Right.
So
I have street
smarts. When it
So
made its way to the United States? When did lasagna show up here with Italian immigrants?
Let's see. You say it was
1800s.
developed when?
1800s.
1330s.
13.
When it first showed up in a recipe book.
1331.
In the United States.
1331.
Well, nobody was here except for the original people. The Native Americans were here.
Yeah.
They, it was 1880s. 1880s.
I did say 1800s.
It's kind of new around here.
It is new. Very new.
Wow. Anyway, so happy National Lasagna Day.
Oh, love it. Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm getting tonight. I don't think it's going to be lasagna.
Well, there's a couple ways you could go with it. Tonight, of course, is Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, there's always tacos. Tacos is good. Here's the thing. What we like to do is we'll make some chicken, like grill some chicken here and there, do whatever, right? And then there's leftover chicken. We slice that up and we put it in tacos. Here's the thing. We threw a curveball at the situation. We had Chinese food. That's what's left over in the fridge right now. I don't know if I've ever had Chinese food tacos before.
I
don't know if you can even do that.
Oh, sure you can. Yeah.
Right.
Don't you know that restaurant, Chino Bandito?
Mm-mm.
No.
That's a cross-cultural restaurant. It is a Mexican food and Chinese food. Yeah, it's a cross-cultural thing. Chino Bandito, and I'm sure the Fourth Dimension knows about it. It's a Valley favorite. It's been around for a long time, and now they have a new location. They moved from their old location. Now it's at 3rd Street and Bell, I think.
So I'm not going that far.
Well, but
that doesn't sound like a nice neighborhood.
Chino Bandito. Look that up, Triple H, and I think you'll see it is cross-cultural. Yeah.
Fish Tank says you got to have Chino Bandito. So great. It's great.
Yeah.
So I was looking at National Wing Day promos.
No. Okay,
and
we're not talking about
Buffalo
Wing Day.
Wild Wings is offering 6 free wings.
You know
free
what?
wings
You're
in
going
order
to
of
be
$10 or
denied maybe your oxygen. I'm not sure. I'll have it cut off to the studio. Just told you, this is lasagna day. We're not talking about wings right now. Jeez.
I'm excited for National Wing Day. I know where I'm going. Later.
Just be excited in monk-like silence. That's the best thing you can do right now.
I'm not good at that, though.
The Berg says, hey, no more Pony Boy stories, please.
I have a lot of pony stories.
Mr. Wilbur says, Harris, how much lipstick do you need to put on that pig you call the SEC conference?
Uh-oh.
Oh, crap. Now you've opened the door. He's been itching to talk about some fat quarterback from Florida or something.
Okay, first off, he's not fat. He's a very good-looking quarterback. But DJ Lagway
We're learning about a lot about Harris with his heterosexual life partner and his attraction to Florida quarterbacks. But go ahead. I'm sure your dad is proud.
He was found to be in a walking boot. And that's not great news for Florida because Lagway's been hurt. He's been battling a shoulder injury. And he's only a sophomore, so he needs those reps to develop. Florida's got a lot of talent. I'm pretty high on them this season. They're top 15 in my model. However, I do think that this is a concern. Yes, Mr. White, I have a model.
Is it a plastic model?
I think that 30 seconds is about
a supermodel.
Supermodel?
No, not a supermodel. I'm just kidding. It's a betting model. And I have a rating, if you will.
Rating.
Yes, a rating. And so I was pretty high on Florida, and a lot of people were. And so him getting hurt is a concern for them. Like, we don't quite know what the details are.
Okay, Harris, I've already lost interest.
Yeah.
Moist One says, I've seen a lot of people put orange chicken in a burrito with chow mein or rice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that orange chicken would probably be a go-to.
Orange chicken slaps.
Oh, yeah.
Love orange chicken.
Delicious.
You could take beef and broccoli, throw that in a taco shell, too.
Yeah,
like how you think, Mr. White.
I don't know. And then you can make like a burrito maybe out of that.
You could.
You could.
Delicious. Yes, I agree with your sentiments, although I think I'd probably say it more intelligently than a 49er fan. He says, damn, R.I.P. Rhino.
Yeah. That's too bad.
It's sad to hear that Ryan Sandberg, by the way, Harris, since you're young, you don't know this, but he was the original OG Mike Trout.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If you think about it, Ryan Sandberg on the Cubs all those years, wasting away, playing his brains out. He was an amazing player. I mean, it was just entertaining to watch the Cubs because of him, not because you thought they were going to do anything. Yeah. But, I mean, they got to the postseason, like once, maybe twice?
I think they got there twice. I think 84 they had their chance to go to the World Series, lost in the NLCS to the Padres. So
he was the National League MVP that year, batting .314, 19 homers, 84 RBIs, 32 steals, 19 triples, 114 runs scored. Is that just bonkers numbers or what?
Right.
He won the home run derby in 1990.
Yes.
He had just a crazy stat line. If you look him up, it's just you're going to have to rub your eyes like when you see the stat lines on him.
I mean, those that saw him play, and I was one of them. God, you just fell in love with the guy. He was a great ball player. He knew how to play the game. He respected the game. He played the game the way it was supposed to be. And thank you, Philadelphia Phillies, for sending Ryan Sandberg to the Cubs, because I believe Ryan Sandberg is top 5 in every category the Cubs have for all-time hits, home runs, stolen bases, you name it. He won. He was a perennial Gold Glove winner at second base. The guy I never saw him make an error ever. Not a throwing error. He didn't bobble a ball. he was just a smooth operator,
Solid.
man. He was
solid.
He was so good. One of a kind, man. And rest in peace, Rhino. Rest in peace.
T-Licious says his mom has been texting him tons of Sandberg stuff today, which makes him very sad. So, sorry, T-Licious. That is for a Cubs fan. That's a tough one right there.
Yeah, sorry, T-Licious.
But I think that is the best way to explain Ryne Sandberg to the great unwashed, the youth of America, OG Mike Trout.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
Perfect.
No kidding. He was a generational talent among generational talent. I mean, and think about this. During the time when Ryne Sandberg was playing with the Cubs, Michael Jordan was winning world championships with the Bulls. Same time. So you had this great, amazing Bulls team with Phil Jackson and his triangle offense, and then you had the Cubs and Ryne Sandberg just doing amazing things just across town at Wrigley Field. So it was just amazing time in Chicago.
Oh, how far Chicago sports have fallen.
Diamondback Dude says, I heard on the news that Ryne Sandberg called his buddies Andre Dawson and Mark Grace the day before he died, saying his final goodbyes. That's a tough loss for me, too, growing up a Cubs fan here in Arizona on WGN. Yeah, he did pass away from cancer, so he knew it was coming. It wasn't a surprise, but I thought last I'd heard he had cancer and beat cancer. I guess I didn't hear the second round when the cancer had returned and gone to some other organs, and he was just like, he was fighting. He fought the entire way, but sometimes there's only so much you can do. So life well lived in a short span, and that's a guy you're going to remember. That his name will be put up. If it's not, is it already up in the Wrigley Field?
They retired his number. He has a bronze statue there in Chicago. I think it's outside Wrigley Field. You can see it.
Too bad.
It's 65 is too young for a star like Ryne Sandberg. He burned out bright, man. I'll tell you that much.
So Beer Bob says, even being a White Sox fan, it was sad to hear about the passing of Rhino. He battled cancer and had a clean bill of health for about 2 years ago. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he did.
Moist One says, pride of Spokane, Washington. Listen to Sean Dunston talk about him. Made me teary-eyed.
Oh, yeah.
Moist One's from
he
Spokane.
Was a special player.
Okay.
Cabana says, when Sandberg was signed, it was for $25 million. At that time, his contract was worth more money than the stadium and the whole team. That was his biggest contract.
Oh my gosh, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Walter Mellon is more upset about what we call a taco or a burrito. He says, just because you've got random ingredients and put them inside a tortilla doesn't make it a burrito or taco. Sacrilege. I believe you would just call that a wrap. Okay. No, you know what? I'll agree to that, Walter Mellon. Because I was thinking about it. It's like, doesn't seem very, I don't know, taco or burrito-ish when it's orange chicken.
What's the biggest difference between a burrito and a wrap? What would you say?
I think what we just said.
That's it?
The ingredients.
If
you just grab some fried chicken tenders and throw it in there, that's not a chicken burrito. That's a wrap. But if you have... you got the carne asada, or you got the grilled chicken, and then you've got the frijoles, and you got the cheese, and maybe the rice that you put in there. You start to add the ingredients. That's the difference, I think, between a burrito and a wrap.
Huh. I'm trying to see what the difference.
Burrito. I just told you, cracker. I told you.
No, I know. I'm trying to see what AI says. Why
are you listening to AI? My wife is Spanish.
Okay. I'm just seeing what it says.
It's going to say exactly what you did not listen to when I spoke out loud.
I heard it. Burrito is a specific type of Mexican wrap.
That's what I just said.
He's right. Like the ingredients. You're right.
I feel like we're overthinking this.
I was just curious.
Overthinking.
I just
no,
wanted
not
to
just
see
curious, not trusting the information being presented to you.
No, I trust the information.
You're just like every girl I ever dated. And let me tell you why, Harris.
All right. Well, let's hear it.
And men will understand this. You won't understand this, Harris, because I bet you've never worked on cars. But here's the thing. let's say you got a wife, you got a girlfriend, you got a fiance. Doesn't matter who it is in the situation.
All at the same time?
No, just listen. Just listen.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And she comes, he's like, my car's making a squeaky noise. It's got a problem. Okay, let me go take a look at it. Yeah, okay. You come back. Well, looks like your brake pads are kind of going down. We probably need to change the pads, bleed the system. And let me call my dad. I just told you exactly what needed to be done. Why are you calling your dad? I know about these things. Yeah, let me call my dad. Then why'd you even ask me? And then she calls the dad. Dad says the same thing. Oh, you're so smart. Thank you so much, Daddy. Daddy says it's the pads. I just told you it was the pads.
Yeah.
This has happened to all men listening who have ever tried it. And you know what? Change it from car to dishwasher. Change it from dishwasher to hot water heater. Change it from hot water heater to anything in life. And if dad ain't around, then they talk to their brother. You see what I'm saying?
This is true, but
that is a frustration that has been there forever. And now I got to take that from you, Harris.
Well, Jeffrey, I didn't know this was
your AI daddy.
I didn't know this was an inner womb for you, but I just wanted to see what the old AI had to say.
Inner wound.
It sounded like you said inner womb.
I almost thought that.
Like I'm having a baby.
Well, I mean, I haven't heard that you're pregnant, Jeffrey.
Jackwad says Harris relies on AI for everything, doesn't he? We are all screwed for this future generation. Well, they said that about Gen X too, so probably. LA Kid says, rest in peace, Ryan Sandberg, one of the greats of baseball from my childhood. Sad to see him gone. Always a class act when he came to Dodger Stadium when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. He was a class act everywhere. Everybody loved Rhino. Didn't matter. If you were a competitor or if you were a teammate, everyone loved Ryan Sandberg.
Fish Tank said he ate a hot dog in a taco shell once for Berg. It was not great. Yeah, I don't feel like that. Oh, yeah, that would.
I'm all for
trying maybe a soft taco, maybe a tortilla, a little tortilla taco. You know what I'm saying? Wrapped around a hot dog. Maybe
just doesn't feel right.
T-Licious says F cancer. I think we all agree to that, T-Licious.
Yes.
Nobody's going to disagree on that one.
Yes.
Harris, you want to check with the AI first?
I knew it was coming. I knew you were going to say it. But no, I'm sure AI will probably agree with us, as I will too.
I don't want to be grumpy about what's going on with the Diamondbacks, but I'm getting grumpy about what's going on with the Diamondbacks. So here, listen, we need to take a break. When we come back, we're not going to wallow in what's going on with the Diamondbacks. And I think for the rest of the season, we'll rarely talk about the Diamondbacks because, the situation ain't great. But it got worse last night a little bit. And then I saw, I told you that guy Goldschmidt happened. That guy on the Twitter, Goldschmidt happened.
Yeah.
He posted up something there that's made me just want to I don't know, look into being a Colorado Rockies fan.
Oh my God. Really?
Just made me sad.
Wow.
At least there's some hope. I don't know if Rockies have any.
Keep in mind, Harris, I don't want to get bogged down in this. Because it makes me sad what's going on with the Diamondbacks.
Okay. Yep.
So we're gonna hit this, and we're gonna be sad, and then we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
If you make me sadder, we're gonna have a problem.
I have a positive though that I think you'll like. We'll talk about that.
I'm sure AI would agree with it. Sure it would.
Would agree with what?
Would agree with your positive. Yep.
I'm trying to remember where I put the other resumes. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender is streamed live on YouTube. Search 1580 The Fanatic to watch.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Now is the perfect time to start on your next success. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start August 13th. An accredited state university, University of Maryland Global Campus offers online and hybrid courses. Plus, you can earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and work experience, or transfer up to 12 credits towards a master's. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chevy.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine, its impressive fuel economy. Still going. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today.
For well-qualified buyers, excludes S-Trim. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Corporation credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Details ends 8/4/25.
My name is Mary Grace. I lost my mom to Alzheimer's in 2017. 2 months after losing her, my dad was diagnosed. Earlier diagnosed that you have, the more time you have with your loved one. With my dad, now that I know he's coming, I'm able to create memories not only for him, but for myself. So when he can't remember, I'll remember for him.
For more information, contact us at alz.org or through the 24/7 helpline at 800-272-3900. Sponsored by the Alzheimer's Association.
Will Shakespeare here. Back in my day, I invented over 1,700 slang words like swagger, bedazzled, and my personal favorite, besmirch. But even I have trouble understanding slang words like yeet or bougie or
this is fire.
Actually, it is extremely smooth Shakespeare vodka.
Okay, boomer.
See what I mean? But there is one word that describes the pure quadruple distilled spirit crafted from an 8th century Polish recipe the first time you try it.
So lit.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Shakespeare vodka. So lit.
The Rich Eisen Show.
This is year 2 for your stud quarterback. You've got basically one more year left before that year 4 when they're going to redo the deal for Jaden Daniels. You basically have 2 more years, maybe, if you're just going to extend Daniels, right? And you also got to keep this train moving in the positive direction. You're not going to just not have Terry McLaurin now.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at 9 a.m. on 1580, The Fanatic.
Today's Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. And okay, let's talk some Diamondbacks, I guess, just for a few minutes.
Right.
Quiet Cannon says if the Diamondbacks do a blockbuster trade, might warrant the Blender to unravel that insanity. What is that touch and go on the D-backs for the rest of the season? Well, I have no idea what you just said, Quiet Cannon, but thank you. Here's what I'm upset about is okay, we've decided to be sellers. We're sellers. And what for the second time, somebody's damaging the goods. Eugenio Suarez, or how do you say his name again?
Eugenio.
Gene Suarez left the game. He got hit by a pitch.
Close enough.
It's like, hey, don't damage the goods here. We're not gonna get our deposit back, man.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah,
So,
that would sucked. I'm
Took
glad
one
it
on
came
the
out
hand. I
negative.
thought for sure he had broken bone in his hand.
What a
They
relief.
say the X-rays were negative, but was that the final word? Is he actually okay? Will he play today?
The X-rays are negative, and in terms of him playing today,
Let's
I
check the
would
lineup. Have they posted the lineup yet? I got it right here. He's not on it. He's not on the lineup.
Yeah.
It sounds right. He'll probably take today off, maybe tomorrow
day-to-day.
even. Yeah,
he's day to day. Yeah.
That's got to make it harder to trade him. Maybe
Not really. I mean, well, since he is on a 1 year, maybe a little bit. If that injury just sticks around, then yeah, but I don't think it will. It's a hand injury.
They keep
He got
hitting
hit
him
there.
with pitches.
I know that was could you imagine if that came positive and he would have had like a break? That would have been just catastrophic. So, that's at least a relief that
Who
it
hit
came
him
out
last
negative.
time?
That's one of the best news.
What
best
team
things
hit
in
him
news
last
for Diamondbacks.
time?
I don't remember what team hit him
Brandy,
last
you
time.
remember who it was? It was somebody in the All-Star game, but where was he from?
Oh,
He was
yeah,
like
he
Shane
did.
or
Smith for the White Sox. Yeah.
Shane Smith?
The White Sox had him. Yeah.
All right, so it wasn't from the Tigers.
It
'Cause I was
wasn't-
about to take
yeah.
this personally.
Well, Tigers have a Diamondbacks connection. AJ Hinch is their head coach.
Mhm.
He's the cheating bastard from Houston that had all that cheating going on back in 2017.
Yeah,
and he wasn't a very good coach for the Diamondbacks when he was here.
Yeah.
I think he was I think he was the head coach before Torey Lovullo was hired. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think he's going to tell this guy to plunk Eugenio.
No,
Suarez.
I don't think he would. I don't think, even though he's a cheating bastard, I don't think he would tell anybody to plunk anybody. He's not that way. AJ Hinch is not that way. He's a cheating bastard, but I don't think he's that would hurt somebody.
Fat Brandon is on the mound today at 3:40. So we'll just, I guess, not care. See what happens. So, anyways,
Well,
listen, I don't mean to be so down on this, but it's like, come on, man, don't damage the goods as we're trying to trade. And then last night, as my own business, came across Goldschmidt happened tweet on the X, or what are we calling it now? I don't even know what to call it.
Either or.
No, it's the X. Yeah, that's what
Twitter or X.
He posted this thing up that somebody posted, and here it says, the Diamondbacks' former players in the last 5 minutes, so this was last night, have scored more runs than the Diamondbacks in the last 38 innings. Randall Grichuk for the Kansas City Royals, a solo home run, 423 feet. Josh Naylor for the Mariners, solo home run, 405 feet. Kevin Newman over the Los Angeles Angels, 2-run home run, 409 feet. So, yeah, that's something that we have to.
Well, then the other 38 players. Goodness.
That's 38 innings have gone by for the Diamondbacks, and they haven't had that much productivity lately.
Yeah, well, that's true, and they haven't. They haven't had a lot of productivity lately either, because of I feel, and I can't speak for the team. I'm not in the clubhouse, but I feel that the team is kind of all the air has been let out of this team. They're like, why should we go out there and kill ourselves now since we're sellers at the trade deadline? Why should we go out unless you're going to be a free agent next year? Then you would want to go out and you would want to perform well and hit well and that sort of thing. And that's what Gino Suarez is doing. He's going out there playing his game. And I'm not saying these guys are letting up. I'm just saying I think there's just kind of this blue cloud over them that, that's looming because, hey, we're sellers. We give up. Basically, that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
We give up.
When you're
okay, Randy, you promised me something positive.
I will say this. The catcher for the Diamondbacks, what's his name here?
James McCann.
James McCann. Now, last year, James McCann was a catcher for the Orioles, and through different things that happened, the Orioles ended up releasing him, or it was moved. I don't know. Anyway, the Diamondbacks picked him up, signed him to a contract, and they got him. He's a value pickup, and he's been doing well for the Diamondbacks. He's been handling the staff well. Well, today, and some people might remember this, today, James McCann, when he was on the Orioles, he was catching the front end of a doubleheader, and he took one in the face, a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. It wasn't no breaking pitch. It was a fastball, 90 miles an hour plus, from a Toronto Blue Jays pitcher. I can't remember what it is. Broke his nose. He went down, broke his nose. Well, during the timeout, James McCann got up, went down in the tunnel there in the dugout, stuffed some cotton up there in the old nose to stop the bleeding, had a broken nose completely. His eyes were starting to swell. Went out, ran the bases, hit again during the game, had a couple of hits during the game, caught the entire game, the 9-inning game, the first half of a doubleheader, because he knew he needed to help the team out, and he performed well, even with a broken nose. Now, you talk about positivity. That's positivity right
that's
there.
That's great. That's something to remember. I remember it like it was yesterday, or at least a year ago, when we had give that guy a man card accreditation for, catchers are generally pretty damn manly. Let's just be honest. These guys are tough. So, good for him. I'm glad he's on the Diamondbacks. Don't know if it makes up for everything else, but thanks.
He's been playing well.
The effort.
He's been playing pretty well for them.
He's been playing well. He's been hitting well. Diamondbacks, who knows? In the offseason, might sign him to a longer, contract. It's always good to have a good
not
catcher.
If he wants money. No, they won't do that. Moist One says the Diamondbacks are a year and a half removed from being in the gosh dang World Series, and they have two legitimate superstars in Corbin and Ketel. A third of the teams don't even have one, so save the crying. I guarantee they're going to make some deals that will bring major league ready or young, exciting players in both pitching and position players. The only reason to riot would be if they don't make any trades at all.
I think Moist One is precisely right. I think he nailed it. Now,
but see, I heard Ketel Marte might be floated around.
What was said was everybody on this team is available. Everybody on this. Now, I think it's terrible to say that. Personally, I think that is a dangerous thing to say, because that's the way you really disassociate the team from the player.
Mm-hmm.
Now the players are going to start looking, okay, I see. There's no loyalty here. And that's big. If players don't feel like you want them or need them, they're just merchandise. Then they will not. They'll just go out there and do what they can. It won't be a cohesive group, is what I'm trying to say. So that was a very dangerous thing to say. I can't see the Diamondbacks in any way, shape, or form getting rid of Ketel Marte or Corbin Carroll. I can't see that happening at all in any circumstance. I mean, you would have to get it would have to be Ichiro. I'm not Ichiro. What's the betting boy from L.A.? Ohtani. It would have to be Ohtani.
Oh, not Lupe. No,
for a Ketel Marte.
For the record, he didn't do the betting. His other guy did. Right?
Yeah, it was Lupe.
Hamilton Porter says maybe the Tigers pulled a fast one just to scare the other suitors away. Are the Detroit Tigers in the conversation for Suarez?
I was just trying to bring this up. So
are the Detroit Tigers in the conversation for Suarez?
Yes, they are. Gleyber
Sons of bitches.
Gleyber Torres went on and said if he comes here, quote, and he's a pitcher for the Tigers, or he's a hitter for the Tigers, if he comes here at some point, it's going to be awesome. He treats people the right way. He's easy to talk to. He always wants to help the players. It would be a really, really good addition for us. This also comes when Jeff Passan, ESPN MLB insider, went on and said that the Diamondbacks are going to get a haul for Eugenio Suarez. Also, along with that, the Tigers have been rumored to have want Eugenio Suarez before they leave, before the Diamondbacks leave town right now. So they want it now. And the trade deadline is on the 31st. So we got about 2 days. So I think
will not matter to the negotiations, because you go, hopefully if anybody's got a brain in their head, they'll see right through it. That's like going on a car lot and like scratching a car and going, oh, you got to take some money off this car. There's a big old scratch on it. You can't dang up Eugenio Suarez and then think you're going to get a discount, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, I think right now here's what's happening. The Diamondbacks have 2 days, and everyone knows that they are trying to make a trade. I don't think it's the greatest idea to admit that you're sellers, because people are going to realize that you're desperate. I think you're laying down a potential hand of leverage in negotiations. But everyone knows it now, so it is what it is. I think there's going to be a lot of teams going after him. The Tigers seem like they're the favorite. The Yankees were in it, but after them trading for McMahon, I don't think it's possible. They already got that third baseman. The Mariners were rumored to be in it. I don't think are as in it. They had discussions with them. Supposedly it didn't work out. They might engage in some more, but right now the Tigers seem to be the favorite to land him.
That pisses me off a little bit. Berg says maybe Gino stays and he signs a 3-year deal and plays first base, and Lawler plays third.
And
I mean, it could happen. I doubt it. I doubt it very seriously. The Diamondbacks are looking to move Gino Suarez because he's going to command, after the season he's had, he's going to command quite the contract next year. And I don't think the Diamondbacks want to do that.
And I think you need to give Lawler some legitimate PT. I think you do. I think he's one of those guys where he's gotten his chances, and they've been just kind of blips. He's played on the team for a few days here and there, and it hasn't really clicked. I think you let him get in the major leagues, kind of struggle a little bit, learn and develop and get a rhythm because he's balled out in AAA. Someone called him the other day. I heard someone call him a quadruple A player, which is that guy who is really good in AAA, but once they get to the major leagues, they're not quite there.
He's a placeholder down there.
I think if you give him time, to develop, let him struggle for a bit. He's one of the best prospects in baseball right now. He can surely develop.
So I don't think I've ever seen Berg use all caps.
Oh,
so you have upset the Berg.
Have I?
He says MLB insider Pony Boy.
I'm not the MLB insider. Pony Boy is
trying
not.
to say he is.
Jeff Passan is the MLB insider who you can get the clip if you want. I mean, it's on.
He's yelling.
You can get the clip if you want, but he did say it. So there you go.
Yeah.
Walter Mellon says they should want to go out and perform because they're getting paid millions of dollars for it. If I wasn't performing at work, I'd get fired. It's not a purposeful thing. It's more of just you've made them sad thing. And when you're sad, you're not going to be doing your best.
Yeah, exactly. And it's hard to have team chemistry when everybody feels like, well, what's the deal of, doing anything when, let's just go out and play ball and that's it. And then sometimes you get into winning streaks that way because everybody's playing loose. Other times it's bad, like what the Diamondbacks are experiencing right now. And they're just getting thumped, scoring 2 runs in 5 games. 2 runs total in 5 games.
That does not sound like our Diamondbacks.
No.
Quiet Cannon says it was just about 38 games ago the trade rumors started about Suarez. You can't do that and expect your team to be encouraged when your team is going to trade you if you perform well.
Yeah.
You think some of these guys are trying to just not be seen?
I think
they're like, don't do anything.
Well, I think Gino is man enough and veteran enough in baseball to understand, this is part of the big leagues. You have a lot of teams that want your services, want you to come to work for them. And, I think he's easygoing enough to kind of go with the flow. But there are guys that are very emotional about it. I mean, I've seen guys that have really lost their minds when they were traded from one team that they didn't want to leave. And they had friends on this team and they were really connected. And it was hard for them to move on to another team. I mean, it was hard.
Yeah, you in this business, you've got to not be attached.
Yeah.
Beer Bob says Ketel Marte is signed for a few more years with the Diamondbacks, so I don't see them trading him. No. I did hear that if they got blown away by an offer for him, they'd have to listen, but I don't think he's actually on the trading block.
I think another guy to keep in mind is Zach Gallen. I could see Zach Gallen get. I mean, he's the last year of his contract, 2025. This is the final year. So they probably want to get some assets for that. The Yankees, I've seen, John Heyman, I think of the New York Post, said that Zach Gallen is one of the most likely names to be traded. And he's been linked to not credible sources yet, but a lot of people. There's a lot of buzz around him going to the Yankees. So
fantastic.
Yeah, there's a possibility. I think the Diamondbacks could be getting. I think Moist One's right, though. I don't expect this to be like the Diamondbacks just go into like the Rockies, turn into the Rockies. I think this is just going to be like a slight, like we're touching things up here. We've got guys on 1-year deals. It didn't work out, so we need to get value for them long term. I don't think this is going to be a rebuild. I think when you have superstars like Ketel and Corbin,
whatever
and even
way
good
they
pitchers
decide to go, Torey Lovell's got to go.
I think I think it's probably going to happen. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Says Lawler needs every day at bats. Every time he came up, he'd sit on the bench most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Hamlin Porter says, I forgot which one, but one of the Boone brothers was visually inconsolable when he found out he got traded. Berg says, I believe that Pony Boy believes he is the MLB insider, and that's why I shouted that.
Did I ever say that? No.
Yeah, he's totally just using AI, Berg.
Yeah. I'm using the actual insiders. I'm not one of them. I just report the news. That's it.
You don't want to get on Berg's bad side, Harris.
No.
I know. I don't know what I did wrong.
Because he'll turn into evil Berg.
Just doing my job, Berg.
The next thing you know.
Just doing my job.
The next thing you know.
Yep.
All right, listen. Okay, no more Diamondbacks. I don't want to talk about them anymore.
All right.
Because that's way more than I thought we were going to do.
What if they win tonight?
Still don't care.
All right.
Just let me know when the dust settles and what kind of team there is, and then I'll be happy again. And then, like I said, there's some seasons where you're rooting for them to get to the playoffs, and this is the season where, Okay, you got to shake the Etch-a-Sketch in your head as a fan. And then what happens is you go to a game. Go to a game and root them on. Hope for the best, because every game will be its own story. It'll your own opportunity to show them some love and just have a nice time and just put the playoffs, put the trades, put everything out of your head and just focus on each individual good time, whether you're sitting there in the stadium or you're at home having a nice cold beer, just relaxing, just, hey man, it's baseball. It's baseball. You got to get into that kind of happy place when you see the team give up on the season right after the All-Star break. So that's all we can do. All right, taking a break. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Miss any part of the Daily Blender?
Radio and the internet.
Download the free podcast at 1580thefanatic.com.
Lowe's knows big savings make a big difference, especially when you're shopping for appliances. Hurry in to get up to 30% off select major appliances. Plus, My Lowe's Rewards members get free delivery, free haul away, free installation and parts on purchases of $2,500 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/30. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Price, delivery time, and vehicle availability may vary based on order size and location. Exclusions apply. See Lowes.com/delivery for more details.
At Target, back-to-school-a-days are here. What is back-to-school-a-days, you ask? We're talking 7 days of deals on looks and styles the kids will love, at prices you'll love even more. Because back-to-school at Target means getting all of the above. Through August 2nd, save 25% on select kids' clothes, with additional savings to round out their looks, including uniforms, leggings, polos, and activewear. Plus, their new favorite backpacks are 30% off. Happy back-to-school-a-days now through August 2nd, only at Target. Terms and conditions apply.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend, Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports.
Today, Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. All right, I'm going to clean up these texts, but I'm going to go into something more fun.
Right.
Prison Wallet says, will the Detroit Tigers win by 2 points? I don't understand what he's asking.
Maybe he's asking for the spread.
Oh,
I believe. Huh.
Hamlin Porter says, what if the Diamondbacks pull a fast one on everyone to become buyers out of nowhere? That would be
crazy.
Nuts. Yeah, amazing.
That'd be crazy.
Chosen One says, Carroll just tripled to start the game. Of course, Corbin Carroll is going to do Corbin Carroll.
He's going to do his
Oh, yeah.
thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Noise One says, even when you give up some star players, there's a chance that the player replacing them rises to the opportunity and takes full advantage of it. And when that happens, it breathes new life into the team. Not trying to get your hopes up or say it's going to happen, but there have been teams who sold and then still end up going on a run and defying all odds.
Yeah.
Stay hopeful. Baseball is a wonderful game. It's very odd to me to have Moist One trying to encourage us. He's a Mariners fan, so you know, if he was like Donnie, he'd be sitting there delighting in our anguish.
Yeah, well, Moist One's not a troll.
Moist One's a real one, man. I appreciate. I think he's right too.
He's a little peculiar, but he's
little
not
bit.
a troll.
Aren't we all though? Randy?
Diamondbacks up 1-0 over the Detroit Tigers right now at the top of the first.
Yes.
Wow.
So
a stunner.
I'm going to give you, I guess it depends on how you look at things. I mean, I've got a lot of questions, but let me show you a picture. I'm going to show you a picture. This is a nice moment for Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay.
He got engaged, and there he is.
Oh.
They're at the court. He put these giant light up letters. "Will you marry me?" is what that says in the background. And you see right over here his cane and his little knee scooter. So he's down on one knee, and that is dangerous for him right now, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And he asked her to marry him, and she remembered he has a giant contract, so she said yes. And so there you go. That was a very nice thing.
Isn't that a metaphor for marriage, though?
Although one of the things that it did occur to me is, what are you going to do with them letters now? What are some of the things he can do with all those letters?
What court is that? Is that Iowa State?
He probably he probably rented that whole thing.
It's probably. I think that looks like it's at Iowa State.
I'm sure he bought them because he's rich.
I don't think. I think he probably
if he
rented
did buy
those.
them.
Yeah.
Here's some of the things he could. I looked at the anagram of "Will you marry me?"
Okay.
He could
All
put
right.
this in his yard and say, "You Willie Rammer," or
Willie Rammer.
You will marry me.
Oh my, I rule warmly. That's about it. And I don't know if you guys see any. I guess you could use some, not all of the words, but you could. Let's see. I don't know what her name is, but I don't know. You could do the word mom. I don't know.
Oh, yes, you could do mom or mum. Yeah.
Larry. You could put
Larry.
Me, you will marry.
Well, you're just changing words around, Harris.
Yeah.
We're
You
trying
will
to
marry
actually
me.
recreate things.
Marry
with all
me,
these
you will. It's like
giant light up letters.
Yeah. I think he probably rented those. The rose petals are probably real, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice those down there on the ground.
Oh,
there.
and then in the side over here, roses.
He ain't messing around there.
Oh no,
Very
no.
cool. That's
Listen,
awesome.
when you got the money to do something, I mean, you bring out the big guns when you're asking the big question.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're looking to eventually give away half your stuff,
oh yeah,
you go big.
Will you marry me? Sign here first.
Here's a waiver. I want you to sign here.
Yeah, you need to you sign this
You
first.
sign this waiver, and then
Unfortunately, there's no combination of those letters that says NDA. So no.
or a prenup. Yeah.
Anyway, so that was nice. It was nice. He
Very
got
nice,
all
yeah.
dressed up.
That's
and,
awesome.
Took her over there, and then he proposed. So good for him. That's probably the nicest piece of news he's had in a little bit, because he don't even get to play next season. He will not be ready until playoffs.
I wonder if he said, she said, what are we doing tonight, sweetheart? And he's like, oh, I'm taking you to the basketball court. And she's probably like, again, really, with the basketball thing?
It's like, I was impressed the first time.
Do we have to go to the basketball? Oh, I just have to pick something up at the basketball court. Oh, great.
Feel like, yeah, I think I've seen it. So.
Can I wait in the car? See what I'm saying? I mean, this could go south a whole a bunch of ways here.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, because you have to be like, hey, I need you to come inside with me. And
Yeah.
what if she's like, no, I need you to come inside.
I want to wait in the car.
I need you.
All right. Can I
It's
show
like,
you
no, you
something?
can't wait in the car.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you this. This might be considered animal
right.
abuse.
All right.
Swazman is pet sitting a nice looking dog right there. He's got the radio up next to the dog, and the dog just looks like not that happy about it. Says, Jeffrey, I'm pet sitting in Ahwatukee with Danny and Pesos. They're good girls, listening on my little radio as usual. And my Arizona Cardinals blanket right there, loaned that to Danny. You can see by the end of this job, they're going to be more hair than fabric on that blanket.
Yeah, but hey.
But oh well.
It's a pretty
That's
dog.
okay. Yeah.
I just feel like it may not be right to force them to listen to the show. Did that make the dog do anything?
Yeah.
You got a doorbell? Randy, you got a doorbell sound
I have a doorbell.
Let's see here. Yeah.
Well,
I
ring
can
it.
ring it.
You
I'll have to go and ring it.
No. Oh my God, Harris. I'm talking about a sound effect, not
I don't know if I
literal
have
go
a
ring a doorbell no one would hear on air.
Oh, I think you could hear it.
Yeah,
I remember
maybe
one
they-
time Ron
maybe they
Ron
can hear
rang it
that.
and everyone heard it.
That was not a doorbell, Randy. That was a slide
yeah.
whistle.
Yeah.
I give them the.
Maybe.
I'll give them see if they how they feel about babies.
Oh. Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Did that make
Yeah.
the dog do anything?
What about this?
Oh, that would probably would.
Hit that a few more times.
Just hit it like.
That's not right. Beer Bob says, Jeffrey, did you say the Diamondbacks are up 1-0? Is there any way they could end the game for them right now? I guess all you could do is check the weather, but good news is the bases are loaded and there's only one out. So some
McCarthy's at the plate.
more offense is on the way.
Yeah.
Well, although they do tend to leave a lot of guys on base.
They've been doing
I
that
think I
recently.
made your dog bark.
I don't think they're listening to the show out there.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's a certain point, Harris, where people who love you will lose interest in listening to you on the radio.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like my entire family, like never watched me on TV or listened to me on air, on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then my mom, she's like, "Huh, kind of curious." She waited until like I was 30 years into my career
Really?
to start kind of listening, and then I
That's
think she
funny.
finally lost interest.
I tell my
Finally
the
lost
girlfriend to
interest.
listen, and she was I actually asked her about it today. I'm like, hey, like feel free to listen. She's like, eh. And I was like, all right.
Wow,
Enough
that was
said.
quicker than you would have ever imagined.
Right?
Hmm.
I was like, hey, you should text in more.
Other fish. There's other fish in the sea.
Yep.
Beer
Hey,
Bob,
hey, that's not
thank
true.
you.
other
Big
fish in the
George
sea.
says, damn it. No wonder my texts weren't coming through. He accidentally said stop.
I
that's
hate
funny.
that.
He
when
has
that
been kind of
happens.
quiet recently.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's because of that.
Well, he's been kind of busy.
Has he been busy? I mean,
Yeah,
he is
he's
a
been
lawyer,
very-
so
Yeah,
he's
he was
even
just
busy.
today, guys. Don't get crazy here.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, hey, by the way, in case you care, and even if you don't, Caitlin Clark's stalker got sentenced to 2.5 years in
Well,
Pokey.
Oh my gosh.
There
I
you
saw
go.
that.
Oh,
I feel like it should be longer than 2.5 years. You know, 2.5 years. That's plenty of time for him to sit there and really be crazy about her
Mhm.
Right.
and get out while
Mhm.
she's at the peak of her time.
Yeah.
It's like she can't just go off and disappear when he gets out.
Mm.
But evidently, she gave her approval to the plea agreement that where they only gave him 2.5 years. But this dude is nuts. He's nutty. He was sitting there, and the judge was yelling at him, and he's like, "What are you putting in your mouth? Headphones?" He's just crazy. This guy is absolutely insane.
Wow.
It's so sad.
So anyway, yeah. So at least she doesn't have to worry about that one.
Yeah.
Chosen One says, "Good to see League 7 got all our players in." Yeah, I was very
Hey.
happy for
Hey,
that.
there you go.
Right now, the current situation is leagues 10 and 11 still trying to get them absolutely filled out. I'm not even screwing around anymore. I'm tired of this. So you guys have had like tons of time to get yourself in. There is a chance if you have just sort of dilly-dallied and done nothing that you go to try to get in your league and it's full, because I am just placing people. Like, we have new listeners and people on a waiting list. So I'm like, all right, fine, boom, put them in there. So we're going to have probably a couple of leagues of misfits, because on my list, I've got a bunch of people who confirmed that they wanted to play, and then they just ghosted me after that. And I try to send them emails saying, hey, you can join in. Here's where you go. And then they don't do it. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I've got 2 leagues worth of people who have been slow to get in.
Okay.
That will make up a couple of extra leagues after this is all said and done, because everybody's going to last minute this thing. And it's going to
Yeah.
But yes, we've had some people show up. You know what I found out? Brett Maverick is Tiger Paw's brother.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know they were brother and sister. Tiger
Wow.
Paws. She's
Okay.
a really cool texter, and her brother Brett Maverick He won one of the weekly prizes for the picks contest last year. So I get this email, and he's like, "Hey, we went to Kasai, me and my girl," and he says, "It was really great." And then he's like, "Oh yeah, and by the way, Tiger Paws is my sister." Like, what?
No kidding! Wow, how fun!
And he's going to try to play fantasy football with us this year. So
Great.
Boom. He said he wanted to play. Cool. I invited him, and like a grown-up, he got right in there.
He did what he was told to do, and he followed up with it, and great, fantastic.
What about Nigel? Is Nigel gotten in the league?
Of course not.
Oh my goodness, Nigel!
And I'm not waiting for him. If old Ralph wants to play in that league, he better get his bleep together.
Old Ralph,
because I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting.
No,
tired of this nonsense. Everybody, if you
I can see why. Yeah,
you better check your spam. You better make sure if you are not sure and you're like lost, send me an email, blender@1580thefanatic.com.
Yeah.
I had somebody the other day was like, "Hey, sorry, it was in my spam. Oh, it was like 21 days ago, man. It was like actually 30. It was 30 plus days ago."
Wow.
Right.
And I said, "Well, I'm sorry, you're out of that league now. I'm gonna have to put you in another." And they're like, "Okay, that's fine."
Yeah.
They understood, but I hate doing it. If everybody just went where they were supposed to go,
yeah,
well, you wouldn't lose your places.
Yeah.
So
it's
anyway,
way it is.
League 10 is only short a person. League 11 is short a person, and then of course the misfit leagues will be put together as people come along. It's just one of those things, man. And then there's people showing up in leagues, and I have no idea who they are because they don't use their team names or any indication that they're somebody that was on the original list.
Oh, boy.
I've about had enough of all this, to be honest with you. So,
I can understand.
Anyways, we got 2 more hours of show. Come on back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve 0 power bills or very close to 0. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
Pima JTED doesn't just work for students, it works for all of Arizona. Hands-on training, real-world skills, high school students become job-ready, and Arizona businesses get the talent they need to thrive. Without a skilled workforce, Arizona can't grow. But with Pima JTED graduates, our entire economy prospers. Join the businesses already investing in Arizona's future. Learn more at PimaJTED.org. That's PimaJTED.org. This message is sponsored by Potoff Private Philanthropy.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
Quiet, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. And your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in our super high-tech and luxurious studios here in Scottsdale, Arizona. All right, Rainy City Bitch Pigeon says, hey, how about if you're kicked out of your original league because you were late to register, you lose your first-round draft pick?
Ah, yes.
Well, we haven't done the draft order yet, Rainy City Bitch Pigeon.
Uh-huh.
It's not a keeper league. It's nothing like that. It's just we have not had Kevin Burkhardt read off our draft orders yet. So it doesn't matter when and where you are when you get in. Your spot is your spot, man. Your spot is your spot. LA Kid says, isn't Brett Maverick dead? Thought James Garner passed away. Yeah,
No.
LA Kid. It's a Texter nickname, you dolt.
Yeah.
Swazman says, hey, Jeffrey, check out this bear piece from Montana. Got it at Goodwill today for $10. He's a Bears fan. Let's take a look at what $10 at the Goodwill gets you, according to Swazman.
Oh, that's the Great Bear Spirit.
It's what?
The Great Bear Spirit.
Is that a thing?
What's that thing? Oh, yeah, the Great Bear Spirit.
Okay. So
yes, even Cecil knows.
What does the Great Bear Spirit do?
It's a Great Bear Spirit. You get one of those things, and you put it around your house, and it watches over you. It's a Great Bear Spirit.
It watches over you.
Watches over you. Great Bear Spirit. The Great Bear Spirit.
I was not aware of the Great Bear Spirit.
So it's kind of like
it's a thing.
It's kind of like the elves that the
No
elf on the
elves.
shelf
No
that my
elves.
mom
It's
would
the-
show over
It's
Christmas.
the great happy bear
the ones that
spirit.
watch over me when I'm
watches over you.
when
Your
I
elf.
You know,
What was
watches
your
over
elf
me.
on the shelf named?
Oh my gosh, I can't
Herbie.
even remember. Gerald.
Gerald. Ours was named Chippy.
That's
I didn't have an elf on the shelf.
Gerald.
Yeah.
Randy
had a belt around his waist.
Yes,
Oh, did he?
I did.
Hey, that makes two of
That's
us.
what made
And-
kids behave over there.
A belt around my dad's waist is what made me behave.
And
Yeah.
he right.
And he would take that belt off quite frequently and tune me up a little, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I've been tuned up myself.
Mm.
You know, I know what it's like to be tuned. That's
And
why I'm
there's
very
nothing like
properly
an
tuned.
old-fashioned belt whooping to
Like an
get you
old belt to
back
the-
in shape. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
to
hey,
the caboose.
the Quacken is back, and he says,
Oh, hey, the
hey,
Quacken.
fellas, how's the mustache going there, Triple H?
Hey, the Quacken, I feel like it's going pretty good. You know, it takes
I think I'm going to give Harris a compliment, which I'll probably regret, but his mustache is now officially fuller than Michael Cera's.
Yes.
I feel like that.
you know what, Jeffrey? I knew
it's a
we
true thing here. Look at them, put them together there. Yeah,
So you got to get up close on Triple H, though. You
It's all
gotta get
spotty
close
on,
up.
right.
on this.
Yeah,
I
oh,
can't
yeah,
zoom
yeah.
in on
Yeah,
his camera.
That's too bad.
And that's as close as we need to be to him, to be
Yeah,
honest.
well,
so
it is true. Yeah.
anyway, now all the cameras are messed up. Anyway, fix that. There we go. My OCD will not allow this to stand.
Well, thank you for the compliment, Jeffrey. I appreciate
just, you
it.
know what? I wish you
It's
weren't so
very
damn awkward.
kind.
You
That's something
didn't
I
win
haven't
an
been able to
award.
shake.
Shut your
I've always
face.
been pretty awkward.
Heavy Metal Maniac says, I got 40 bobblehead to keep a good eye on me. They protect well. Ooh, we'd
Yeah,
love
you
to see
gotta
your
have-
bobblehead collection.
You got to have a great bear spirit. Got to have the great bear spirit.
You have a great bear spirit at your house, Randy?
No, not presently.
Is
What
it
are you talking about?
That's why I have all this calamity around my house all the time.
calamity?
Yeah, a calamity. Yeah.
It's an old style word that
Yeah.
means Meshuggah.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
Big George says, why would somebody want to be a stalker of Caitlin Clark? It's like the guy who was a stalker of Jodie Foster and tried to assassinate Reagan.
Huh.
You do a lot better than that. Why not stalk Angelina Jolie or Barbara Hershey or Doris Burke?
Oh,
Well,
wait.
first off, I mean, listen, people like who they like, and Caitlin Clark is a lovely young lady to somebody, and just like Jodie Foster was a lovely young lady to somebody. So you can't fault people for who they're attracted to. I mean, for instance, Harris has a girlfriend.
Yeah,
I do. So this just clicked, Randy. This just clicked. So you guys, your generation had Calamity, and we have Sigma, Giat.
First off, Harris,
Riz.
slow down. Harris, stop. Nobody in our generation used the word calamity. Either.
That was like
that was
your-
from
that
the
was your
1900s.
slang.
Randy was just having fun with a little something we call the English language. Both Randy and I do have a
Beast mode?
multitude of sayings and phrases that are well before our years as well. So
see, we
calamity is not a Gen X saying.
We have
Harris.
aura farming. That's one. You have a lot of aura. You know, you go aura
I
farming.
can't
Have you
even
guys ever
begin
been
to tell
aura
you
farming?
how little I care about what you're saying
Ever
right
been-
now.
Giat.
I think there has to be some sort of a
mentioned
mood
that.
ring that shows.
I mentioned that.
And when Harris sees the color, he's like, "Oh, maybe I should stop."
Let's see. We have
I
the
think
Risley.
if you
Risley
had a
bear.
mood ring on right now, Jeffrey, what it
The
would
Risley
be black.
bear. That's one.
It would be black.
See,
because
I'm
you're
trying to
angry.
think of.
that
I'm trying to
quite a
think
bit,
of others. Yeah, the Risley bear is probably my favorite. I like that. I've gotten
Heavy
that.
Metal
nickname before.
Maniac thinks you could maybe be Michael Cera's body double in movies.
Ah,
Well, I don't know about the. I mean, I think Michael Cera, where he lacks a mustache, I think he's got weight on Harris. He's taller and probably buffer than Harris.
oh, buffer.
We'd have to get the stats on Michael Cera
Yeah.
and then the stats on Harris, unless it's forced perspective. You know what I'm saying? There's camera
Yeah.
tricks they can do, Heavy Metal Maniacs.
Yeah.
It's all about perspective.
Hefty Lefty says, "Hey, George, don't yuck somebody's yum. All right. If Caitlin Clark doesn't tickle your pickle, that's okay. She makes the ball bounce for somebody."
Wow.
Yeah. She's got a boyfriend
Yeah.
and a stalker.
Yeah.
Golden Domer says, "I remember Jerry Calamity. That's the second cousin of Jerry Colangelo."
No.
See,
Wow,
see.
That's a
Like I
long
said,
way to go for that one, Golden
you
Domer.
guys,
That,
we
Harris,
all
that
have
was
our
what they
slang.
call a joke. It was a bad one, but it was a joke.
We all have our
Yeah.
slang. We all got
Swazman,
it
it's
somewhere.
not even slang. He's trying to be funny. Just. Swazman says, "I'm an ASU grad, but it could be a." I'm not reading that out loud.
Mm.
I'm not reading that out loud. I don't say that about what Arizona says. I don't say
And
that.
it's even it's not even a Friday yet.
Yeah, not saying that, Swazman.
Hmm.
Big George says, "Oh, the humanity. Wasn't that a baby boomer thing? No, that was pre-boomers. That was back at the Hindenburg exploded."
Right.
Mr.
It's not really
Pink
a-
Eye says, "How about Ozzy or Sean Connery reading out draft orders?" Well, they're both dead, so no. Jackwad says, "You know what I've noticed about Harrison? He just interrupts or talks about whatever he wants. Jeffrey, you'll try to talk about one thing. Harrison will start bringing up something completely unrelated. I think he's just not paying attention or smoking weed in the booth." No, it's more about the paying attention thing because he's not smoking weed. He's high on life.
I'm high on life. That's right, Jeffrey. That, you know what? That's going to be my saying coming into the second half of or second quarter 2025. Yeah. I'm high on life. Yep, that's my saying. That's it. Coined it.
Yeah, I've already tuned out, but yet he's still talking. So here, take a look at this. This is what I don't think so. I don't think I can say it on air, but Hefty Lefty says, "Hey, new merch drop from the Phillies."
Oh, jeez.
I don't think I can say that on air, but I might wear the t-shirt.
Oh no.
I don't think that's on their official site, right? That's probably something you got to find on the outside. If you want to know what I'm talking about, I will not say it out loud. You'll have to check the YouTube video later. Thank you, Hefty. 888-368-1580. Moist One says, "What about fisticuffs?" I can see, okay, I'm not reading the rest of your text because it's filthy, but fisticuffs probably came from around the 1900s, maybe the late 1800s. What do you think, Randy?
Yeah. Fisticuffs.
That's a guess, but that's an old-timey saying.
Yeah,
but it's a
that's
good
an
one.
old-timey saying. Yeah. Kind of
Swazman
like
says-
highfalutin.
Oh, highfalutin. That's
Oh,
got to
yeah.
be late,
Yeah,
like
that's way back.
1860.
Yeah.
Probably. Swazman says, "Jeffrey, when I was Harris's age, I never listened to people like us anyway. So I understand." I don't know. I did. I listened to everything. I always listened. That's the thing Randy can testify to. When I showed up in radio, I was the only disc jockey that didn't get redlined by the program director because I listened to exactly what I was told to do, and I did exactly that. I never got yelled. I was kind of the teacher's pet, which then pissed off a lot of people. But I've always listened. Now
I have been hotlined many times in my previous radio career.
Later on, after that gig, the more I started to venture out into the universe, the calls came. But that went from being a program director to being a general manager calling.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, you can't do that. I got plenty of those calls. But when I first started, man, I was a good boy.
Yeah.
Rainy City Bitch Pigeon says, I was always a fan of good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
A good old-fashioned Donnybrook. You can't beat one of those. Yeah.
I love me a good old Donnybrook.
Yeah.
Swazman says, I thought if you were 40 years old, you were old. Man, you know what? Gen Z says 30 is old now.
Wow.
That's when they say you're old now.
I think it's 35. 35.
So here's the thing. Now, everybody says, well, 40 is the new 30. 50 is the new 40. You know what? No. 50 is 50, 40 is 40. It's just at this point in our time, the older folks are better preserved than they used to be. We are in better shape. Because we don't look like our parents did when they were this age. Well, my dad was dead, so I might look like my dad. But for the most part, most of us have retained youth a little bit more. Now, I ain't fooling myself. I know I look like a 54-year-old, but
I don't agree with that.
Feel like everybody is youthful. Probably we don't look different. We just comb our hair different. I don't know. I don't know how it has all worked out. Maybe it's just our attitudes or whatever, but we all seem more youthful at this point than we did back in the 70s, than we did back in the 50s. I mean, remember you would look at your parents' high school yearbook and you're like, dear God, these people are like 35, 40 years old in here.
Yeah,
I do notice that. Yeah.
Well, don't say that to your dad because he's just barely older than we are. He's not going to appreciate that. Rocky Top says, can someone hotline Harris? I'd like to talk to him at a 1-900 number.
Wow.
You know what? Of all the people that would get the phone number, it won't be you, Rocky Top, because we're pretty sure you're a dude.
You think that?
Oh, yeah. Says Rocky Top acts like she's a he or she's a he. But some of the stuff she has said, which I can't read out on air, I'm not buying it. Not buying it. That might even be George. I bet it's George.
Could be.
George does something that Harris doesn't do. He listens very carefully. And then what he does, he goes and gets a fake phone number and he starts texting in, acting like a character that might fit. And then he goes on the internet because Harris let out a lot of personal information when he first got on air with us. And he just started piling up a dossier. Remember, Big George is a lawyer. So he's a smart guy. And he has created this character, Rocky Top, who has figured out enough to make you like, maybe it's somebody I know, but probably isn't.
The area code is incredibly...
You can fake that.
You can fake that?
Yes, you can go get a burner fake number and text from it. There's some sites that let you do that or apps.
The dedication to that.
We have busted George
seen it, but you've
on
seen
this
it
before.
Okay.
Grand Mariner says, sorry to hear your dad is no longer with us, Jeffrey. He raised a good son. You talking about my brother? Or okay. Hefty Lefty says, my ranges are 30 to 60 is middle-aged. 60 to 70 is a buffer between middle-aged and old, depending on how active they are. 70 to 90 is old. 90 is good for you. You can legally do drugs if you want now. Just don't drive or anything like that. That's pretty good. I don't know if I agree with 30 being middle-aged. I think 40 is more middle-aged than 30. But listen, everybody's ranges are going to be different, And Gen X don't give any kind of a bleep what you think.
No.
Doesn't matter. Elzar of the Mountain says Rocky Top sounds like Moist One from the Ozarks.
Yep.
Well, some of the texts I haven't read out loud. Yeah. Moist One says, hey, did you see this one? Okay, what am I looking at here? What the hell is happening? I think I heard about this. It's this couple got busted on camera doing naughty things up in the nosebleeds. Is that a Yankees game or what's happening there? Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Hefty says 30 or 40 could be that younger buffer, depending on how domestic and put together they are. Okay, because remember when Hulk Hogan was at his prime and he was wrestling in the ring, male pattern Hulk Hogan? That dude was in his 30s. That was Hulk Hogan was 30. He looked like he was in his 50s.
Yeah, it's because of probably all the steroids and everything.
No. We're talking about that stringy Putin hair that he had, and the way he presented. T-Licious says, "Oh, Harris," and then he puts this. I don't know if I can. I don't know. Have we ever done a GIF?
You can do it.
I don't know if it works on here.
I don't know if we have or not.
And then it's a very small GIF.
Just shut your big yapper.
Yeah, it's the old Chris Farley thing there.
Yeah.
Hey, it works. At least we know it works. But
yeah, I've always
probably need to send a bigger version though.
I don't know what
Kraken
I did, T-Licious. I'm sorry, but
my wife's uncle used to say, "I'll box your ears."
Oh yeah, I'll box your ears. That was my dad's ears.
Yeah, I don't know how far when that goes back.
Yeah.
Big George says, geez, I pretend to be a teacher lady one time to start a new sports quote segment. Now I get accused of everything that goes wrong on this show.
See,
yes,
the
I've done
problem
this
is-
before, but I'm
Yeah,
not pretending to be a friend of Harris's.
Yeah, you're guilty of you're guilty by association, Big George.
Yeah, well, George, we're pretty sure you're the guy who pretended to be all them Canadians
Yeah.
and the Japanese guy and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
So there. You have no idea, Harris.
Yeah.
King of Kitten says Diamondbacks have scored 2 runs with 2 runners on base and knocked out the Tigers starting pitcher in the second inning. What do you mean knocked him out? Did they hit him with hit him with a ball?
I think they took him out of the game
Oh,
early.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought like literally with a line drive.
No, no.
Like that'll teach you for what you did to Suarez. You
Yeah.
bastards. Detroit Tigers. I mean, it was Thomas Magnum's team. But
It
outside
was.
of that, I
It
have no
was,
use
yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
Hefty Lefty says, blasting gear doesn't make you look that much older. Just shrinks the grapes so that banana looks bigger.
Blasting gear.
I think that's his way of saying doing the steroids. Perhaps he has firsthand knowledge of that.
I am learning all new sorts of things on the show today.
Swazman says, hey, Jeffrey, went to my dermatologist at the VA today, and she told me I'm looking good for 57. No tan lines, even though I'm a dog walker. She always prescribes me industrial sunscreen at SPF 50. The problem with that, Swazman, is you're 28. I think that's a problem. I think we better sprinkle a little food in the fish bowl for Harris when we come back. He's feeling a little abused right now, so let's feed the fish, talk a little bit of college football and stuff. But, man, I want to get to some NFL, and I know I say this every day, but by God, I've got a pile of it, so we're going to do it. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Miss any part of the Daily Blender? Download the free podcast at 1580thefanatic.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
AZ Preps 365, your source for all the news, info, highlights, and more. Athlete news and interviews. Talk with coaches. Keep you up to date with the changes, moves, upcoming events, and more. AZ Preps 365, Arizona's ultimate prep sports show. If you miss a minute, you miss a lot. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings 8 till 10 on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
At Target, back-to-school-a-days are here. What is back-to-school-a-days, you ask? We're talking 7 days of deals on looks and styles the kids will love, at prices you'll love even more. Because back-to-school at Target means getting all of the above. Through August 2nd, save 25% on select kids' clothes, with additional savings to round out their looks, including uniforms, leggings, polos, and activewear. Plus, their new favorite backpacks are 30% off. Happy back-to-school-a-days now through August 2nd, only at Target. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. Did you know that the Lund Mortgage Team was founded back in 1999? That's right. They're celebrating 25 years in existence this year. And you know what you have to do to stay in business that long? You have to be good at what you do. And the Lund Mortgage Team is not just good, they are great. They have helped thousands of people save thousands of dollars over those 25 years here in the Valley of the Sun. They only lend in Arizona, and they're mortgage brokers, which means they can shop your rate around. They're not tied to just one set of rates. Mortgage rates can get crazy. They can get high. They can get low. There's good times to strike, and there's times to stay on the sideline. Let the Lund Mortgage Team be your coach, be your team leader when it comes to these huge decisions. Call 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940, or you can always check them out at lundmortgage.com. Great website with all the tools you need. Call them today. They're my great friends, and you'll love them. It's the Lund Mortgage Team.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
The Rich Eisen Show. If you are seeing somebody with their behavior being unconventional and the team loses, it's the fault of the unconventional behavior. If they win, they're winning because you know what? They're allowed to be unconventional. If Jerry Jones and the Cowboys go to the NFC Championship game this year, it's just Jerry being Jerry. But because they haven't had the results, you have somebody like the People's Mailman calling saying he wants to slap them around.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at 9 a.m. on 1580, The Fanatic.
Here on 1580, The Fanatic. All right, so yeah. I mean, Diamondbacks are up 2-0 over the Tigers, but it's the bottom of the second, which means they stranded a bunch more people on base because last I saw they had some bases loaded, so whatever. Harris's dad says Motor City Kitties always show up. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Detroit?
Yeah, probably Detroit. Yeah.
Let's see. Rocky Top says, you're being a total skibbity Ohio Riz right now. Harris knows who I am. Harris does not know who you are unless have you called and found out.
I really don't know who Rocky Top is, but I appreciate the comment. I'd have to agree, Jeffrey. I think you might be a little bit skibbity toilet Riz in Ohio about this.
I don't know what any of that means, and it's cool because I don't care at work.
Yeah.
888-368-1580. So I promised to sprinkle a little food in the fish bowl for Harris. That's right. We're going to feed the fish and talk a little bit of college football. So, all right. By the way, I've seen Cam Scatterbo in practice. I've seen Cam Scatterbo, running in camp for the Giants.
Yep.
They are high on him. He is RB1 right now, according to the reporters for the New York Giants.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That is honestly really, really fantastic. Because I kind of thought it would happen. I thought it was more of a matter of when and not if. Because their running back room is Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary. So it's not like fantastic. Like there is an open avenue for Cam Scatterbo to just completely take that and become the workhorse and run with that RB1 role there. And it would be great for Dart's development. I mean, Russell's probably going to be the starter, but you have a guy like that who can just command a ton of presence for the defense to have to play run in the box. I mean, You saw what he did at ASU, man. Like,
I mean,
yeah, he's the spirit of that running back.
He's going to
room.
have a good career. I think he's going to be he's really slept on in fantasy football drafts right now. He's someone that I am going after. I'm going after in drafts.
Cam Scatterbo reminds me of John Riggins back in the day. Remember John Riggins?
Oh, yeah, from
with
Washington. Yeah, Washington.
Yeah.
John Riggins.
Yeah.
Good throwback, Randy.
I think that Cam Scatterbo is that kind of a rough and tumble kind of running back, a guy that's willing to take on a linebacker at the line of scrimmage and just go through them.
Right.
Just get those hard yards, earn those first downs when they need it. He's that kind of a guy. Yet he's athletic enough to turn the corner and get up the field and get into the end zone when he has the opportunity. So, yeah, Cam Scatterbo, he reminds me 100% of John Riggins.
Hefty Lefty says, if anyone ever questions your commitment to the NFL, Jeffrey, you just tell them you watched Giants training camp film. That's any of those questions immediately to bed.
There you go. There you go. He's committed.
Randy just got some nice props for the call back on Riggins. Where was my love for bringing up, Mike Trout was the, that Ryan Sandberg was the OG Mike Trout.
Well, Mike Trout is really talked about. John Riggins, what is that? It's 70s?
Oh,
No,
it's a very, very similar thing. It's the same.
80s? Well, like Trout plays now, and Riggins, that's like John Riggins he was a hard nose, like kind of like the Mike Allstott of back then a little bit.
Yeah,
like
Mike
just
Allstott,
super hard nose, and just a guy like that you don't hear every day. Mike Trout, I feel like you hear quite a bit. So that's why I got really excited when you mentioned John Riggins. Hall of Famer.
Being really excited for Cam Scatterbo, I think we can all agree on.
100%.
And ASU, Harris sent this over, and I guess everybody wants to have a shot at replacing Cam Scatterbo for the Sun Devils. Kyson Brown, Raleek Brown, Kanye Udo, and some other people are in there trying to become the next Cam Scatterbo. And I would think that may have made it easier to recruit because Cam Scatterbo showed up and needed work.
He did.
ASU.
He did.
And he listened to exactly what he was told to do by Kenny Dillingham, and now he's an NFL running back who's getting a lot of notice already. So if any of these guys listen to what the coach says, they have a chance at not just becoming a running back one for ASU, but the sky's the limit after that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Kenny Dillingham talked about it in practice, how it's likely going to be a committee. Paraphrasing here, but that's
code words. None of these guys are as good as Cam was.
So obviously you can't find a guy like Cam Scatterbo. I mean, that's goodness gracious. I mean, he's going to be a starting NFL running back day one. There's only 32 guys who could truly do that. So finding a guy like him is hard, but you can get at least near it at adequate production if you make a committee out of it. But ASU has some real talent at the running back position. I don't think this is something that's just going to die down. They've got some good running backs. Kanye Udo averaged over 6 yards per carry at Army. I don't know if you guys watched Army last year, but they were really, really good. They won. I mean, he was pretty much the face of that triple option. And Army won. They went 9-3 last year, I believe, or 10-2 or something.
The problem
like that.
is we don't run a triple option here at ASU.
well, here's what I'm going to say. That's right, Randy. But, he's not going to be – he's a running back. So we know that he can in the triple option. It's a lot of running, obviously, and you can boil people over. I mean, he's, again, over 6 yards a carry. He's explosive. He's fast. I mean, he's going to be a big part of that. And the two Browns, too, Kyson and Raleek, are both not too shabby themselves. So I think ASU is going to be just fine in this position, and I think Leavitt is going to take a step up, especially with Tyson.
Just fine ain't what it was last year, is it, though?
No, it's obviously not what it was last
It'll
year.
Be
but
strategically just fine.
But ASU doesn't need another Cam Scatterbo to go out and win the Big 12 this year. The Big 12 is such an open league. Like Texas Tech, TCU, I mean, you could say the Big 12, they might not even have a preseason top 20 rated team in the entire league. Like, it is wide open. Any team can win that league. So you don't need to be great like the SEC and Big Ten. You could have a weakness or two and get away with it. I don't think running back's going to be a weakness for ASU, though, this year. I think Udo's that guy.
Eye Candy says, "Hey Jeffrey, Scattaboo reminded me of Larry Zonka from the Dolphins."
Zonka,
that is a nice comparison.
Good
right
one.
there.
Not too
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Yeah.
Dirty Bird says, "Had to turn my radio down. Are you guys done glazing Scattaboo yet?" What's your problem with Scattaboo, Dirty Bird?
What's your name? He was fantastic last year. If it weren't for Genty, people would have called him the best running back in the country.
Yeah.
Him or Dylan Sampson, at least.
So Deion Sanders came out the other day. He's like, I just had the bladder cancer. They're like, whoa, we just thought it was the diabetes. And so I guess they got the tumor. It's out of him now, and he's cancer free.
Yep.
But when you have things done to your bladder, that does create a new set of problems. Now, I don't know who called who.
Okay.
But
and
okay,
Deion Sanders and Depends now have a new partnership.
Oh, no way.
I bleep you not.
No way.
I guess
gee.
that bladder procedure has significantly impacted his urinary function. And during a press conference, he says, I depend on Depend. That's all we're going to be thinking while we watch Deion Sanders walk up and down the sideline. You'll hear that in your head. You're going to hear the plastic rubbing against plastic as he jogs down the sideline.
No wonder he was in overalls at his press conference yesterday.
Yeah.
No wonder.
Gotta be roomy and comfy with those things on.
Oh,
he says,
my
wearing
gosh.
Depends is not a sign of weakness. It's a badge of resilience. Well, listen, I understand that. And I know that. But maybe just as your head coach,
A badge of resilience.
Maybe we don't, maybe some things we don't have to say out loud. Just saying, But hey, listen, he decided to take lemons and instead of making lemonade, which is probably too close of a reference to this. He found a way to make money. He's making money off this.
Yeah. Hey, if they're going to pay him
That's
money,
unreal.
going to pay him his price. Why not? Right?
Unreal.
But yeah, he took lemons and made lemonade, and then to catch the lemonade, he's wearing Depends.
Yeah.
Lost Taco says, "Hey Jeffrey, you need a headphone upgrade for one ear. I suggest the Barodynamic DT 252 single ear 80 ohm. Yeah, I don't care for Barodynamic that much. These are Sennheisers, and I don't know.
I can get back to you on this, but usually when people work in production, you wear one-eared headphones, and they're really good. I could see what they are.
When you say production, what does that mean?
You
to you?
video? Usually like
video,
live broadcast production for sports games,
We're
so we
in-
can talk
we're
to
in
the
radio.
producer. We all wear,
Yeah.
but they
Video.
work. But they're really good headphones, so they could, and they're one ear. We've work.
got some. I don't
okay.
like
Just
to wear the things with the microphone. I don't like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
just
the
not my kind of
microphone.
thing.
That's right. That is kind of out.
You know
in
what
the
I could
way.
also do is I could just rip one of these headphones off, and that'd be fine.
Yeah.
It's just because I took some ear damage to my right ear, and now just wearing the headphones, it doesn't work for me. And then I got tinnitus in this ear, which sometimes gets louder than others. If ever I walk into my closet to change my clothes into the walk-in closet, it's like, oh man, it is loud when I'm in there. So yeah. But thanks for the tip. I'll take a look at him, Lost Taco. By the way, who the hell are you that you know these things, Lost Taco?
Lost Taco.
Where have you been lately, Lost Taco? Haven't heard from you in 2 months to the day.
He's been
Where
lost.
you been?
He's been
Haven't heard
lost.
from him since May 29th when he was telling us about the Tokyo Yakult Swallows. It's a Japanese baseball team.
Maybe he's, he does production for the Japanese baseball teams.
Yeah.
Dirty Bird says, sorry, that comment came from my bitter Arizona heart.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
That's okay, Dirty Bird. We get it.
Listen,
It's
we're
not
gonna
Dirty
build
Berg.
up.
It's Dirty Bird.
Yeah, Dirty Bird.
Don't say Berg.
Oh, Dirty Bird.
Every time
I'm
I've
getting
met
him
the Berg,
confused.
he's been very tidy. So now
Yeah.
we got Harris here saying that the
Yeah.
Berg is a filthy, filthy filth.
Yeah. Why would you call Berg dirty?
He's filthy, filthy filth.
He's
Yeah.
not filthy. He's not filthy at all. He's a
You know
very
what,
clean
guys?
human being.
I'm still learning. I'm still trucking. I'm still figuring things out. And
Cardinal Art,
there's a lot of new names that I'm trying to piece
Cardinal
together.
Art says Emmett Smith is not only a client but also the president of Depends. May I please have a weather forecast report and a cold one? And once again, rest in peace, Louise Sharp.
Wow.
There was a lot to figure out there, but
there and
weather is always a good idea.
Okay, well, let's do a weather report then.
And now, from the very real and not fake CRC Broadcasting Weather Center, it's Arizona's most trusted weatherman, totally legit meteorologist, Randy White.
Thank you very much. It's 108 degrees in beautiful Phoenix, and not really looking for any rain anytime soon. It is the forecasted high for today. Tomorrow, 108, 107 Thursday, and it's all sunshines through the weekend, 110 Saturday. Currently, the UV index is 4, which is moderate. The wind is out of the west at 8 miles an hour. No real gusts to speak of. Just sort of a gentle breeze going through the desert here. Currently, the barometric pressure is falling, 29.81. And again, downtown Phoenix, it's 108 degrees, 108 in the East Valley, and it's 108 degrees in the West Valley. From the 1580 The Fanatic Weather Center, Chief Meteorologist Randy White. Back to you, Jeff Cope.
Thank you very much, Randy. And you know what? We're going to jump right into some NFL here in just a minute.
All right.
So let's get this out of the way, and then we can just focus.
Okay.
So let's get random.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Daily Blender Random Sports Fact of the Day. There have been 3 players in Major League Baseball with the first name Aurelio. That's right. Only 3 named Aurelio.
No kidding.
And all 3 were killed in car accidents.
Oh, my gosh.
Aurelio Monteagudo died in 1990. Aurelio Lopez in 1992. And Aurelio Rodriguez died in 2000. All in car accidents.
What was that first one again?
Monteagudo.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you know how to say his name? No. Well, then don't laugh at me. I might have said it right. But it's spelled Aurelio. Aurelio. I think. I'll be honest. I could be saying that part wrong too. But that's your Daily Blender Random Sports Fact of the Day.
That's a good one, Jeff.
That's random.
Only 3 people ever
Only 3.
in Major League
That's
Baseball
crazy.
named Aurelio, and they all died in a car accident.
Car accidents. Wow.
Jeez.
At the same time? The same car accident?
I just told you 1990, 1992, and 2000.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying
Come
to
on,
figure out
Harris.
that first name.
I've been catching strays.
Heavy Metal Maniac says, I suffer from tinnitus. So many loud concerts I've been to. Oh, I bet you did, slinging beers out there doing that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I bet.
I don't know what this means, but Moist One says, just put the fries in the bag, Harris. I don't get that. Is that like a young people's term?
I don't quite know. Not sure.
All right, so you know what we should do? We should take a break, and here's what we got coming up. We're going to talk nothing but NFL the rest of the time. We got our talking 32 NFL teams in 32 days thing. What are we on, day 25? 25. Yes, we're on day 25.
Okay.
And we'll find out what Harris has for us today, and then we'll talk, like I said, nothing but NFL. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Listen to our live stream on your phone at 1580thefanatic.com.
Westwood One presents Today in Women's Sports, sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. The AUSL, a new professional softball league, just concluded their inaugural season. On Sunday in Tuscaloosa, the Talons were crowned the first ever champs. They swept the Bandits in a best-of-3 series to claim the historic title. The Athletes Unlimited Softball League is filled with former college softball stars. Montana Fowles, who used to pitch for the University of Alabama, dominated for the Talons on Sunday. She tossed a complete game shutout and led her new squad to a title on her old college field.
First, I just wanted to thank everybody that has anything to do with this. I mean, AUSL just put on an awesome production. Alabama for having us, Coach Murphy, the field crew. We literally could have not done this without them. And all the staff that has everything to do with it, I feel like that's a form of motivation for me.
Congrats to the Talons on their AUSL championship. With Today in Women's Sports, I'm Jody Jackson on Westwood One.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. No, wait, my phone, come back. It's my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life, come back.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Back to school is on the brain. That means new notebooks, pencils, new everything. And while the kids are getting ready to get book smart, it's time for you to save smart with Straight Talk Wireless. Switch now and get a free Moto G 2025 with 5G when you activate select plans. Now that's a smart call. Get Straight Talk covered by Verizon's 5G network. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Offer valid through 10/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Purchase of gold unlimited plan or higher required for offer. Must activate the plan in-store at Walmart. Cannot be combined with other offers.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water. But you're getting it anyway, because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
Your best plan to retire might be right under your roof. This is Rob Canier, and for over 20 years, I've helped people discover how they can utilize a portion of their equity in their home as a coordinated strategy in retirement planning, thus creating additional monthly cash flow, paying less taxes, and making their retirement assets last longer. This is a safe and proven retirement strategy for qualified homeowners age 62 and older. All you have to do is reverse your thinking. Call me, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773.
We talk sports. 1580 The Fanatic. Come on.
It's Dave Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, and that's it. We're talking some NFL. Are you ready to talk our 32 NFL teams in 32 days, Harris?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready.
All right. We are on day 25. So what team do you have for us now?
Today's team is a team I'm very intrigued to talk about, a team that seems to have a lot of fans in the text line from it, the Chicago Bears.
All right. I don't know if it's a lot of fans, and most of them are pretty well just self-hating Bears fans, and
Right.
you can understand why. And they, the Bears have been interesting for a long time. They just haven't turned the corner from interesting to, good.
Right. And the stat around them is they haven't had a 4,000-yard passer since I don't even know. I can't even remember the last time. Jim McMahon didn't do it. I think it was Sid Luckman.
I will AI it for you.
Okay, AI it. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. But the Bears have kind of a tough schedule. Well, I am very high on this team. I'll tell you. Going through grades here.
My God. The Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer in their franchise history.
That is
Several
insane.
quarterbacks have come close, but no one has done it. Eric Kramer's 3,838 passing yards in 1995 is the closest anyone has come. Oh, the agony of the Bears.
The agony. Goodness. I mean, never having a 4,000-yard passer. How many 4,000-yard passers were in the NFL last year? Over 10.
Okay, let me just AI that.
Yeah, my goodness. But I think Caleb Williams is going to become the first ever Bears quarterback to do it. Took long enough. I think he's absolutely capable. Quarterback, I am going to give it a C+. I think this can go up to an A.
There were 3.
There were only 3? 4,000
do you know
yard
who
passers?
they were in last season?
Let's see. Burrow.
No.
He had more than 4,000
This
yards.
is 2024 season.
Jane Daniels, wasn't he one of them?
No.
Wow.
Jared Goff, Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield
That's
in
not right.
2024 season, according to AI. Wait. I thought we
That's not
relied
right.
on AI.
No, there were 6. There were 6 4,000-yard passers last year. And Joe Burrow had
Not according to
4,900
AI.
yards. AI is wrong.
AI says you're a liar.
AI is wrong. AI is lying.
Unless
Absolutely.
that was the year. See, here's the thing. Sometimes I wonder if the AI gets confused because it says the 24 season.
Oh.
In the last seat, so maybe they did 23 to 24 instead of 24 to 25.
Maybe.
Now we're going 25 to 26.
All those quarterbacks are on there. And
I did
Mahomes
say
was
last
like 80
season.
yards
How
away.
many yards did Jared Goff have last season?
He had 46.29.
That's exactly what it says here. So AI thinks only 3 people.
Joe
actually-
Burrow had 4,900 yards.
You see what we're learning here, Harris? Maybe
Yeah, that
don't
AI
rely
can
on AI
sometimes
so
be.
much.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. So
F you, AI.
Yeah. So the Bears.
I wish you could hear me.
I know. Yeah.
I think it
there's too
does.
much- There's too much AI. They're taking over. It needs
I
to
think
stop.
AI is always listening.
It is always listening. It is. It is
Yeah.
always listening.
Are we talking football or
We're
AI?
talking.
We're talking AI.
AI. But now we can start talking about football.
Bears.
Yes, Bears. Quarterback C+. I think this can go up to an A. This could go down to a D when it's all said and done. Super volatile. I buy the ceiling
Well,
of Caleb
you know,
Williams.
That sounds like you're hedging your bets. No, they could be great or they could be horrible. What's
Right.
What is the difference?
It's that the Bears have a really high ceiling and a low floor. They're the most volatile team in the NFL this year. There is a way in which they win 4 or 5 games. There is also a way in which this team can win 12 games. There is all range of outcomes here. A running back, I gave it a C. I like the addition of Swift. I think that's good. Wide receiver, for the first time in quite a while, because the conversation around Justin Fields was they couldn't put the right pieces around him. Now, all of a sudden, you've got Roma Dunze, who we saw at Washington as a stud, and you've got DJ Moore. And what they've done at the tight end position with Colston Loveland from Michigan, they've got dudes around Caleb Williams. There is no excuse except for Caleb Williams in this Bears team. That's just the reality. So receiver, I went B. O-line, C-. Front 7, I like Montez Sweat, them getting him. They got some pieces in there. They got Edmonds from the Bills. That's a solid piece. So I gave him a C+. And defensive backs, I gave them a C. So the defense, I think, can be, it can be okay. It can be decent. I don't think it's going to be one that's going to go out there and win you a Super Bowl, but it can be serviceable if the offense really finds a groove. So looking at this schedule here, it's a tough schedule. You play in the NFC North. This is a tough division, possibly the hardest division in football, I think, behind only the AFC West. That being said, I still have the Bears winning 9 games.
Whoa.
I have them going 9-8.
Hey, usually you give yours after we give ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to
change
switch it up. I guess.
Why'd you change it?
I guess I can give you. I'll give you the ropes. What do you think, Jeffrey?
I think 7 wins.
7 wins or lower on them.
I can't imagine. So if they were given the choice of doing great things or doing mediocre things, the Bears generally have always landed on the mediocre.
Right.
They've had a lot of draft picks. They went out and got some talent, but they still just have not been able to have the gravy congeal, if you will.
Right.
So I don't have a lot of faith in them. So that's why I'm going to give them. And I looked at their schedule; they got some tough ones there.
It is tough.
So I'm going to go 7 wins on that. Right, Randy?
Last year they were 5-12.
Yep.
I know they have a new head coach.
Yep.
I'm still not buying this team right now. I still have the Bears in last place, but I will give them 6 wins.
So I got 6. You got 6. I got 7, and Harris says 9.
9 wins. And in terms of some future claims I have for the Bears, Ben Johnson's a massive hire. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Caleb Williams talked about how he had trouble. He had to watch a lot of film by himself. His OCs were unavailable.
Yeah.
That is horrid for a rookie's development, because a rookie, he's still trying to figure out the ropes, especially at a quarterback. Now, he's not only going to have a guy who's for sure going to watch film with him, he's going to have one of the best coordinators in the game, a guy that I've really talked up in Ben Johnson right there. I think that elevates, and he has the pieces around him, Caleb Williams. He's got the talent, 2 good receivers, 3, if you include Colston Loveland, and an amazing play caller. That alone, put that in a vacuum, that works 8 times out of 10. That's how I see it. I think in 2 years, the Bears will be Super Bowl contenders. That's a bold claim. I stick by it. I think next year, they're going to be middle of the pack. I think they could go out and win this division. So some bets that I have, I'm going to sprinkle on the over 8.5 at plus 115. But I'm going to put my poker chips on the table here. Plus 475 to win the NFC North. I think they can do it. I think they can win that division.
The North?
The NFC North. I love the value there.
The Bears to beat the Packers, the Vikings, and the Lions?
Yes, because I think all 4 of these teams are middle of the pack. I think all 4 of them. And you get a team that I think is going to be middle of the pack at plus 475. Green Bay, we've had questions at receiver. They've been hovering around the 9 wins 2 straight years with Jordan Love as the starter. Who's to say they're going to take a year 3 jump? We don't know that. Detroit, their schedule's gruesome. It's a hard schedule. And they lose their best play caller. And Minnesota's got a rookie quarterback. So I think there's an opening at which Chicago can win this division. And I'm taking the ceiling there. So putting my poker chips on the table, taking Chicago to win the division. Do I think they win the division outright? I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to say there's a heck of a lot of value in that bet. So there you have it.
Kyle G says, not only have the Bears never had a 4,000-yard passer, last year they punted for more yards than they passed.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. That's the most Bears stat you could possibly get.
T-Licious says, AI will be acceptable until it says Skynet on it. Random texter says, so when have the Chicago Bears had a receiver to throw to in franchise history? I can think of a few good running backs in their history, some spectacular defenses, but wide receivers can't think of one.
I can think of a couple guys. I mean, they had Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey, years ago, and that was solid, but you had Jay Cutler. And there were some questions there when he was under center, a lot of highs and a lot of lows. I think this is Caleb Williams, the most talented quarterback prospect that the Bears have ever had.
Oh, the Bears. Yeah. I mean, that's just see, we worry about our teams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, mine's won a Super Bowl a couple times. Your guys haven't, but we think about our teams and how historically bad they are. And then they're like, even the Bears have a Super Bowl.
Right.
So I guess it's really depressing for you guys, isn't it?
Well, the Bears have also, they got a Super Bowl before we existed. Or with the Titans, it
doesn't matter if you
the Cardinals
or not.
Existed. Well, they've had a longer time, is what I'm saying. They're in an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's my point.
Well, the Cardinals have been around since the
Bears.
Bears.
Cardinals, you can't say that.
The Cardinals have been around since the inception of the NFL, and they've won a football championship in the NFL. They just never have won a Super Bowl. Yeah, they did.
That's right. Before they called it the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What was that, like 56 or something?
It was in the 40s, I believe,
40s.
and who cares?
That's when there was only one blade on the shaver.
Yeah.
Heavy Metal Maniac says it's a 96 from Wild concert to, he's talking about where he got his tinnitus and not wearing earplugs. I've been to over 100 concerts, and a lot of it was loud, hard rock.
Wow.
Bummer, man. That is a bummer. You learn the hard way. I mean, I had hearing protection on when I was shooting, and just the recoil from this one gun just knocked it back, and I was already in the middle of pa, and just one shot was enough. Hefty Lefty says, yes, they have never had a 4,000-yard passer. People like to rub that in on the Bears, I think.
Yeah.
For good reason. I mean, they've had a lot of time to do it. A lot of time.
Random texter, 9-8. The Bears at 9-8. Well, Triple H, we know now why you work at 1580. Hey, what the hell's that supposed to mean?
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that was mean.
Don Hicks, which would be Harris's dad, says Jay Cutler from Santa Claus, Indiana, lives in Leapers Fork. Well, thank you. We were all sitting around wondering, where's Jay Cutler live? Where does he live?
He is near. I've seen him at the Leapers Fork Market.
Is he smoking indoors?
No, he wasn't. Maybe I just maybe I didn't see him.
Cabana says Willie Galt was a good Bears receiver. Two best young guys were Kolowski and Waddle. They caught everything.
Yeah.
And
There's
then
some other Bears.
Swave Dave sent a question mark.
They've had good running backs like Gale Sayers was good. Obviously Walter Payton, but they just have never. I mean, outside of Brandon Marshall, are there any other potential Hall of Fame receivers that the Bears have had? I don't think so. So, am I forgetting someone? I feel like I'm forgetting someone. The Bears have had a illustrious history.
We're all straining to think of someone.
Yeah.
Big George says, Randy, I love the enthusiasm. You are correct. The Cardinals are two-time NFL champions, 1925 and 1947.
There you
My
go.
great
Oh my
uncle
gosh.
was on the 1947 Chicago Cardinals NFL championship team.
Hey, how about that? How about that, Big George? Congratulations.
Mr. Wilbur says, of course the Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer. The Bears never had really a good quarterback either. You can blame the quarterback. You can blame the receivers. No matter what the case, the Bears, well, they have yet to. Well, that's it. I'm going to stop there.
Yeah.
They have yet to.
I think that can change this year or next year. In these next 2 years, I think
We
it'll
thought
change.
that years ago when they started getting all those draft picks. They have yet to turn it into anything.
Yep.
I sense something here. They're building something. They never had the pieces around Fields. They've got the pieces around Caleb Williams.
I got to go downstairs and figure out what's being cooked for dinner because something smells good all of a sudden.
Ooh.
I'm hungry now. We might just end the show here.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't feel that that'd be irresponsible, so we'll keep going. One more hour of NFL fun when we come back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 Pro on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16 Pro. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Hand sanitizer. It's lavender.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check this pocket. Oh, mints?
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins. I'm a mom. Wait 1 sec. I've got cupcakes in the car.
It's our best iPhone offer ever. Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line $100 plus a month on experience beyond finance agreement $999.99 and qualifying ported. For well qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Pay off via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
When you first saw her, she was out walking her dog. You didn't notice her at first. But when you finally did, it was too late. Because at that moment, you were speeding. She was out walking her dog and only had a second to let go of the leash. Your foot was on the gas, and her life was on the line. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
When driving in Arizona, move over or slow down for any flashing lights. Move over for tow truck drivers, highway crews, and emergency responders. Move over for any vehicle with its hazards flashing. Because at 65 miles per hour, a vehicle travels over 95 feet in 1 second. 1 second that could change everything. When you move over for anyone, you're not just doing it for them, you're doing it for their families. Their lives are flashing before your eyes. Move over, Arizona. Every vehicle, every time. It's the law. Please visit moveoveraz.org. This message is brought to you by ADOT and this station.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
I'm Elton John. When he was just 13, my friend Ryan White was diagnosed with AIDS. At the time, he was shunned and threatened by his community. He is part of the reason I founded the Elton John AIDS Foundation. To see the very latest we've accomplished, follow us at EJAF on Instagram.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. Your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. We broadcast live in our super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona, and we are talking NFL football. Harris's dad asked a pretty damn good question, and I was wondering the same thing, but I don't think that was really the point in that Super Bowl. He says, who did Jim McMahon throw to? In that Super Bowl, I think it was more about the running game, wasn't it? I mean, they even used the fridge to come in and do a play.
Yeah, I'd have to see. I mean, they did use William the Refrigerator Perry. That's a good point.
I don't think
not to throw to
the ball. I think he just ran it.
He ran it. Yeah.
Well, no, that's what I'm talking about. I was talking about running it, but I mean, Walter Payton had 1,500 yards, but in terms of receiving, let's see.
Wasn't Willie Galt
any
They didn't have a
touchdowns?
single. They didn't have a what. Their leading receiver was Willie Galt at 704 yards. After
we're
that,
talking specifically about the Super Bowl game. And
Okay.
no, there were passing
that's crazy. Though.
touchdowns for Willie Galt and Dennis McKinnon.
Like that shows you how different the game is, because there's not a single guy. Like there's not a single team who could win with no receiver over 704 yards. Now, back then in 85, but your leading receiver getting 700 yards, you don't have a single guy over 500 yards outside of him.
Well, McMahon wasn't that good.
Well, McMahon was a game manager, right? And you have Walter Payton in that type of defense. No
Right.
duh.
It
But
was about the running game.
that
It was
is,
about the defense.
wow, the game has changed. What a legendary team.
Random texter says, yeah, the Fridge Perry got a touchdown rushing.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
Walter
Yep.
Payton didn't. Yeah. And I
yeah,
remember Walter Payton was a little bit butthurt about that.
He was.
Big George says, great. Dingler just had a 2-run single to tie the game with the Diamondbacks, tied it 2 in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, that's fine, man. Don't tell us anymore.
Yeah, we
don't care anymore.
We even bother.
Sir Drives a Lot says, never mind what's being cooked for dinner, Jeffrey. What's the Gizmo Turner smoking on? Bears win the Super Bowl in 2 years? Boy, somebody up in there is high.
I said they were Super Bowl contenders.
I wonder if the
in 2
guys
years.
at Money Radio are smoking ganja. And
Yeah.
they got a show over there about that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just
I've heard,
wafting
yeah.
across the hall, and now all of a sudden Harris is like, I'm kind of snacky.
Secondhand. So actually looking at this Super Bowl,
Kind of snacky.
they beat the Patriots 46-10. Jim McMahon actually threw for 256 yards, and Walter Payton had 22 carries for 61 yards. So, it was really a Jim McMahon actually played his tail off. Like he had a heck of a game. In terms of receiving, I'm trying to see here. Willie Galt had 129 yards, so he had a great game. But yeah, only 22 carries, 61 yards for Walter Payton. They blew him out though, 46-10. So, hey, hats off to Jim McMahon. Played his best when he knew it. one of many legendary BYU quarterbacks in that era.
Swave Dave wants to say, hey, since Moist One's already worked the prototype for AI, Jeffrey O'Brien, what if he could have that introduce our draft? No, nothing that Moist One touches or does is will ever see the light of day here.
Yeah.
And he knows better. Cabana says, I caught some passes from Bobby Douglas. He couldn't go to Vietnam due to him running with hand grenades, not throwing them. I don't understand that. Moist One says, technically, Devin Hester is a Hall of Famer. He's technically a wide receiver, but he's in there as a punt returner.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. But you're right. Technically, he is a Hall of Famer.
Harris's dad, today we'll call him Chuckles. Chuckles says, Fridge passed away crippled and broke. It was so sad. Well, thanks for that.
That is sad.
Thanks for just being that ray of sunshine that you are. Fantastic. I didn't even know he was dead. I didn't know that. Feel bad now.
What did I? I didn't know.
Mr. Wilbur says, remember when Jim McMahon was an Arizona Cardinal at one time? Everybody took a turn. You know, Boomer Esiason,
Oh my gosh, he was a Cardinal in 1994.
End of career type people coming through here.
That's wild. I did not know he was an Arizona Cardinal.
Bill Bidwell didn't like to spend much money, so when he saw a bargain, he got the day old bread. That's for sure.
Buddy Ryan was the coach of the Cardinals then.
Yep.
There's a winner in town.
You got a winner in town.
Realize that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, you learn something new every day. Speaking of the Bears,
I don't know if we know any more about this. The Las Vegas Raiders cutting Christian Wilkins last Thursday for playfully kissing another player on the head, but also dealing with injuries. But I don't know. Have we heard more about this, or is this just the Raiders trying to get out of paying money? Because they had signed Wilkins to a 4-year, $110 million deal in the last offseason. So, they're voiding $35.2 million that was left on the contract. Of course, now he's filed a grievance.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Feel like they could be trying to weasel their way out of something, and maybe using that kiss is like, HR complaint. HR complaint. That's going to do it. Maybe they saw some doubts about his rehab process. I saw them talking about that too.
That could also just be some boo-boo they're using to cover up their misdeeds of just trying. First thing, get out of paying the money. Right. Everything else is secondary, and so they're going to create the narrative they need to create to. But here's the thing, dude. If you kissed a guy and he didn't want to be kissed, yeah, I feel like there should be some repercussions there.
I don't know. It wasn't like when you say he kissed a guy.
If you put any part of your body on mine,
when you say
how do you think that's going to go?
When you say
now,
he kissed a guy,
being us both being 6'5", 300-pound football players. You see what I'm saying? You don't do that. You don't do that.
I don't know.
There's no way you're going to spin this like, well, it was playful. You don't kiss a dude. Now, I don't care if both dudes are gay. You still don't do that. You don't do unwanted, unwelcome touch. If that other person was a female, if that the other person was a male, vice versa. No matter how you spin this, playful or not, that's wrong.
This is just a situation where I'd
Have
like
you
to
been
know more
playfully
context.
kissing people in Money Radio? Is this a thing?
No, I haven't. I mean, sometimes there is an
James wouldn't ever complain, by the way. So if you feel like you need to, James probably your best
well,
bet.
it's gonna be James's lucky day when he gets here. Then
James would break you in half.
Yeah,
just kidding, James. Just kidding. But this is just one of those things where I'd like to see more context. And we may not get that context, but I think there's a difference between trying to actually kiss a guy than a brotherly kiss. It's
But there's no such thing as a brotherly kiss, Harris.
Yes, there is. They're 100% totally.
Oh my God. Okay, you're no longer allowed to talk about this. So he tried to kiss a guy on the head, but see, that's not the only thing. There's been weirdness with Christian Wilkins. I think since college, there's plenty of little pieces of video where he's grabbing people by the naughties. Moist One, you're right. I can't read it the way you stated it, but you're right. I've seen the videos of him in college where guy is down and he just looks over, reaches right into the burrito sack right there. And, he's done that on more than a few occasions, and it's on video and it's out there. People have been like, why would he do that?
I think
the play was over. The guy's down and he just reaches right into his crack.
Every football player does that. Some get caught. Some don't.
Not after the guy is laying there. You're standing there and you're looking at him and you bend down and you're like, are my car keys in there? It just doesn't make any sense. This is not every football player doing it.
A lot of
act
them.
of play.
A lot
This
of
is
them.
standing there, waiting 20 seconds and grabbing the guy.
It's funny that Triple H is trying to tell you what goes on in a football pile. Jeffrey, it's like you haven't been there before.
Right.
I have been there before. I totally have been there before.
All right, so take a look
I
here.
was that little kid.
Here, I gotta
In
start this
middle
up. Now watch. Here he is. He's 42, standing there. He's like, oh, let's see if my keys are in here. There's no reason for that. There's no reason. Watch this again. He's just like, okay, the guy's down. He's like, oh yeah, let's see. My keys. No, is there a door? Where's the? He's trying to open the door here.
Where's the trap door at here? I know there's one around here somewhere.
It's more common than you think.
I know it's a common thing in a pile to punch a guy or to hit something, but this is a little bit smooth. You know what I'm saying? It's a little
weird,
different.
Little weird, little odd. Yeah.
Wilbur says, Jeffrey, so if I blew Harris a kiss, how much of a time suspension would I get? You can do whatever you want.
Who said
You're not
that?
an employee. Mr. Wilbur wants to blow you a kiss.
I appreciate that, Mr. Wilbur. Nothing wrong with the brotherly kiss. Nothing wrong.
Rocky Top says, is James single? How does he feel about relocating to Franklin, Tennessee? Well, he's recently married, and you're a dude. Cabana says, Jim McMahon has 2 superb Super Bowl rings. Aaron Rodgers has 1. McCann has 1 with the Bears and with the Packers. Okay.
McMahon, he meant.
Oh.
McMahon, yeah.
Killer Rabbit says, was Emmitt Smith a Cardinal? For a minute, yes.
Yeah, he was for a minute.
That was another fever dream right there.
Right.
Random Texter says, no, Wilkins is not doing rehab on his ankle according to the doctor's procedures. Well, according to the team, I think that all of this needs to be investigated. But hey, if this guy's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, plus trying to kiss dudes, plus the other weird stuff, then send him on down the driveway. No big deal.
Here's my hypothesis. I think the team did not like the way he was going about the rehab process, and the brotherly kiss came up, and they got the opportunity to use it as a reason to release him. That's what I think happened.
No, this is what happened right here. This is what happened right here. And now here's the thing. They don't, if they cared about his healing process, Harris, that would indicate that they cared about him as a player and having him on the field and getting their money's worth. They didn't. They don't. They just want to get out of that money.
Yeah, they want to get out of that money. We agree with that.
It has nothing to do with how he rehabbed until they wanted to get out of the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
they want to get out of it.
Let them have their court case. We'll see what's what, but who cares? It's the
Yeah.
Raiders anyway.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
our team. Not your team, not my team. Somebody's team, but not my team.
Yeah.
Not your team.
Yeah. Fifth letter, I think. Fifth letter said the Raiders. Yeah.
So let's talk about other people's teams. Speaking
All
of
right.
other teams, I guess a lot of people are looking at the Browns the same way I am. They are doing a whole lot of tanking going on, and there's probably a handful of teams that'd be happy to sort of subtly, if not so subtly, tank for Arch Manning. But they asked Jimmy Haslam about this, and he's like, nah, I bet Arch Manning stays in college for 2 more years. It's not even worth discussing this. Boy, I would almost guarantee you somebody from the Browns organizations is like, hey, Arch, you know, if you, you know what I'm saying? You want to, And I don't believe Haslam would not just give. I mean, he's already a filthy, dirty whore, you know, Jimmy Haslam.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 With the whole Deshaun Watson thing. Yeah.
Right.
So some stuff about Jimmy Haslam that some people may not know.
Well, we know he's a dirty whore. We do know that.
Jimmy Haslam is very, very close with the Manning family. They're like best friends. And Jimmy Haslam is not only the owner of the Browns, but is a massive donor at the University of Tennessee, where Peyton Manning went to school. And so those two are very close. So the Haslams know the Mannings extremely well. Now, what he's referring to is the Mannings, Peyton and Eli and Archie, stayed all 4 years in college. And both of them, Peyton could have been the #1 overall pick coming out of Tennessee his junior year. He decided to stay for no money. Arch he's had the opportunity to transfer to any school in the country and be the starter from day one. He's decided to stick around. I think there is a loyalty to the whole Manning family that a lot of people who are saying tank for Arch aren't factoring into this consideration.
Well,
I
just
also
because
think
granddad, just because dad, just because uncle and uncle, just because those guys did it doesn't mean that the trajectory for Arch Manning couldn't be different.
Well, here's my second point. I think Arch is going to go through a lot more development pains than people realize. I think one day he's going to be very, very, very good. He's going to be elite. He can be #1 overall pick. He has such a high ceiling. But I think in college football, we've seen it to where these hyped up quarterbacks that start, there's a learning curve. Like CJ Stroud, remember before he became the guy that he was, he had that game against Oregon where he threw tons of picks and people were like, oh, is Stroud the guy at Ohio State? Eventually was. There's a learning curve with these types of guys. And when you watch Arch's, when you go back and watch him last year, he had a good game against Mississippi State, but last year against Louisiana Monroe, there were times he looked super uncomfortable. His footwork wasn't polished. He wasn't as fluent in the pocket. He'd run into pass rushers. He'd force balls that just weren't there and threw tons of picks. And so I think Arch is going to be a elite college football player. I think he can eventually get Texas a national championship. Undoubtedly can totally do that. I'm not hating on Arch Manning. I'm just saying that I think Arch is going to stick around for a little bit longer than people realize because people think it's just going to be this day one thing for him. It's not going to be. It's not how it works most of the time. I think it takes a little bit. So
Harris, don't tell your mom.
Okay.
I'm just saying that up front. Don't tell your mom. Harris's dad says Jimmy Haslam is a cheap ass punk bitch. So I'm just saying, don't tell your mom he said that.
All righty.
I think like she'd hit him with a newspaper. Or
I think she
wow.
would. She would. Yeah. I don't
There's
know.
No very comment. Strong language coming from Mr. Don Hicks, who says Arch is running quarterback and a massive threat. Just wait until he gets banged up on a bootleg. Okay.
I think
that's
Arch
interesting.
I think Arch is going to be. People may misread this and say that I'm anti-Arch. I'm not. I just think he doesn't have a lot of experience yet, and that's going to be a learning curve when you go into the shoe week 1. That might be a learning curve. You might struggle there.
Yeah.
And so I think it's just going to take a little bit longer than people realize, and I think he's going to stick around in Texas for longer than people think. It's not going to be a one and done situation.
So he's a hook 'em horn, and he's going to be playing there. Here's the thing. Let me ask you, that program, is that program kind of lend itself to being like an NFL program, kind of like what Bill Belichick is doing? Or maybe Arch Manning should find himself over there with Belichick at UNC and really get prepared for the NFL.
Oh,
no,
boy.
because his head coach, Steve Sarkisian, coached for the Atlanta Falcons and wasn't bad. I mean, he was the OC of possibly the most dominant college football team ever in the 2020 Alabama Crimson Tide. And that offense has never been the same since he's left. And so Steve Sarkisian can call plays. He can call plays in the NFL. He can call plays in college. He will get him prepared for that level. And Texas is coming. I expect them to have a national championship within these next 3 years with Arch Manning as the quarterback. So
can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Peyton Manning was paid when he played at Tennessee.
Oh my gosh.
Repeat that story times like 1,000.
Yeah.
Everybody knows how that all went.
Yeah.
Moist One says Eli didn't want to play for the Chargers. If there's a team that's picking #1 that the Mannings don't like, Arch for sure will stay in school. After he can't be in school anymore, I wonder how that'll go down. Fish Tank says it would be very much a Browns move to have drafted 2 quarterbacks this year, carry 5 quarterbacks on the roster, yet still tank to ruin another poor quarterback for a couple of years until that guy can sign somewhere else and actually have some success. Well, according to Harris, he's not going to get that chance, and I don't think that 5 QBs on the roster thing is going to last too long, if you know what I mean.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nurse Scratch It says, hey, what about Denny Green? He's dead. Kyle G says, you can't void a contract for a kiss or health in the same league that Deshaun Watson got all his money in.
This is not a Deshaun Watson situation. Let's make that clear.
It's not the same thing,
No.
but they're adjacent. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're not. I think they both had way different intentions.
Unwanted anything.
No, they
Come
both
on.
had way different intentions.
I feel like you have been accused of unwanted kisses.
I have not been accused of
You are
unwanted
defending
kisses.
the unwanted kisser very, very strongly.
No, I just I don't think
So
there's
who
anything
did you
wrong.
kiss?
I have not
What man
given
did
an
you kiss
unwanted
playfully?
kiss. I played the fifth.
Harris's dad says Arch's dad was the best athlete of the Manning family until Cooper had a serious neck injury. Arch plays like Archie did at Ole Miss. Yeah, that is the word on the street that that Cooper was the best athlete until the injury. So we'll see. Spawn of Cooper, spawn of Archie. We'll see what happens.
Arch is a freaking athlete. I will say that. Like, he is quick. So
Moiswin says conduct detrimental to a team. That's a very vague and generalized term.
Yeah.
Wilbur says, yes, Steve Sarkisian can call a game, fit the jack on 1/5, the jack on 1 ready break. I don't understand.
That just,
Well,
he had it. That fell apart.
Sarkisian, he had a drinking problem, and so I think what the texter is saying.
5th of jack.
Yeah, 5th of jack.
Yeah, USC. That was 10 years ago. He seems to have totally rebounded from that.
Wilbur,
So,
get your helper to maybe text those in for you. Just saying. All right, we come back. We got some more quarterback stuff. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Huh? What? The Daily Blender is on social media. Follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Search 1580 The Fanatic or link to us at 1580thefanatic.com.
At Target, back to school days are here. What is back to school days, you ask? We're talking 7 days of deals on looks and styles the kids will love at prices you'll love even more. Because back to school at Target means getting all of the above. Through August 2nd, save 25% on select kids' clothes with additional savings to round out their looks, including uniforms, leggings, polos, and activewear. Plus, their new favorite backpacks are 30% off. Happy back to school days now through August 2nd only at Target. Terms and conditions apply.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit information kit. 800-761-0000. That's 800-761-0000.
Paid for by Wesley Fund.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-830-4914. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-830-4914. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-830-4914. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-830-4914. That's 800-830-4914.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
We know how you feel. There's nothing better than a fall afternoon, an order of wings and a nice cold brew, and football. This fall, the Fanatic is your source for high school, college, and NFL football action. The high school game of the week on Friday nights, top-line NCAA action on Saturdays, and the NFL primetime games. When it comes to football, we have you covered. We're 1580 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Wait a minute. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Well, now I'm just confused. Because Cabana says the fridge is still alive in South Carolina. He's 62 years old. Hold on a second. William Perry. He's right. He is still alive. What were you talking? Your dad drunk right now? Harris's dad is the one who said that he died. I think. Fridge passed away crippled and broke. It was sad. That's even sadder for Fridge because he's still alive, according to these internets. Still alive and 62 years old.
Wow.
Harris's dad also says, do a side-by-side video comparison of Peyton running downfield and Arch running. Peyton looks like Tyrannosaurus Rex flapping his short arms. No, nobody said Peyton was any kind of an athlete, really. He just could sling the ball. And then when he lost that and he started chucking ducks, but hey, he's got 2 Super Bowls.
And a lot of MVPs. I mean,
and he's the guy who really pumped up fantasy football in its infancy. He was just a monster on fantasy football.
Oh, whoever had Peyton Manning was a lock to win the whole thing. I remember it. Yeah.
Rolled Tide Ryan says, I got money. It says Harris and Rocky Top were once kissing, and that's why he's being so defensive and defending the actions of the kissy player.
See, it all of a sudden plays out live here on the Daily Blender. Yeah.
I don't have time. I don't have time for that sort of gossip right now. We want to talk about some real news, and that is let's talk quarterbacks in the NFL. And there's injuries. Matthew Stafford week to week with that back issue. That is something that is going to probably be a story for the season. Yeah. I feel like you got a back issue, man. He's 37 years old. You might even see him end up retiring if things don't get better. He's got money in the bank. He don't got to do this, and everything changes, man. You can feel like, I'm great. Everything's great. Back issue. And then, that is a horrible thing. But week to week is where they're putting him at right now. I forget who's the backup over. Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy G. Yep.
So Sean McVay still trying to sell tickets to the futile. He's like, oh yeah, Jimmy G. He's so good. Jimmy G. He wants nothing more. He like nobody's business. He wants old Matthew Stafford back here. No, he doesn't. You liar. He's thrilled to have a chance, unless Jimmy G really wants Stafford back so he can continue to hold the clipboard and not expose himself for the fraud that he is. But whatever the case, the Rams are not going to have a great season.
So McVay was talking about it, and he said, I think when you look at it, the end goal is September 7th when we open up against the Houston Texans. He's going into year 17. You're going to have to take a modified approach.
Yeah, unpracticed Matt Stafford after healing from back injury.
Yep.
You are not going to want him on the field right away.
Yeah, he also said rushing him back where he could potentially have an unnecessary setback. That just doesn't make sense. So
Jimmy G's team for a while.
The reason they went and got Jimmy Garoppolo is because, remember, I mean, whether Goff got hurt or Stafford's been hurt, they had John Wolford as the backup for a little bit, and that greatly hurt him. So they went after Jimmy G in the offseason, and have to think he might be the guy year one. He never said Stafford's coming back. He just said it's the goal. So, shoot, man, Rams are not a good foot to be starting out here.
So Justin Fields, he has avoided serious injury on that toe.
Yeah.
He came out and said, God was really looking out for me that day. Yeah, evidently not looking out for Matt Stafford, not looking out for the other people who have been injured. And by the way, there's been a lot of injuries. Just in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Some serious, some not as serious. But evidently God hates them, according to Justin Fields.
That is not true.
Justin Fields says God only loves him and no one else. Justin Fields is kind of taunting the rest of the NFL with his holiness.
Have the cleaners come in here. Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
They're early.
They are early. I was like, oh.
Hey, I don't know if they, I don't think they speak English, but do one of these. Do one of those, Adam.
That's not what Justin Fields was saying at all. It's not what he was
think
saying.
it was. Yeah.
No, that's
Did
not
you
what
hear
he
him
was
say
saying.
it?
That God hates. He said that God hates. He's saying that God hates the rest of them. I kind of got distracted with the cleaners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Clearly, Justin Fields thinks God only loves him, and all the other people injured.
True.
God is unhappy with him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the way it is, Jeffco.
It is not the way.
So Tua is going to avoid the wrath of God. He says, I won't put myself in situations where I'm not available for my team. Really? So why not wear the Guardian helmet? If you really are saying, I won't put myself in situations where I'm not available for the team, does that mean that you're going to throw the ball away and you're not going to slide into concussion hits and stuff? You can't do anything to guarantee that you won't put yourself in situations where you're not available for the team. You play on the field. Everybody puts themselves in a situation where they might not be available, but you're not doing anything to make it less likely. He says, if I can stay healthy for our guys, I believe, and I think the team believes, I give us the best chance to go do what we say we want to do. I think everybody agrees. Tua's playing. Tua's upright. Dolphins have a good chance of playing well. But, with all these, concussions you get that make you look like you're in the Thriller video, then, maybe do a little more to protect the noggin, Tua. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why he's even talking.
Not sure. I mean, the Guardian cap might be a good move. There might be just stuff we don't know about it. I don't know how effective. I'd like to know how effective the Guardian cap is truly.
Well, give yourself a chance. I mean,
maybe give it a chance. Yeah.
You got to give yourself the best chance you can.
Yeah.
And, they have done studies and the Guardian cap has shown effective in reducing concussion. Now, I don't know what a hit like this or a glancing blow. I don't know what the different data is for all those things, but if it gives you a chance to not miss games.
Yeah.
If you're really a leader, you put that goofy thing on.
So do you mean wearing the Guardian cap in the games too?
Yeah, why not? There's other guys who are doing it right now. And at first it was kind of weird. And now nobody cares. You do what you got to do.
Yeah. What's interesting about the start of training camp is the quarterbacks that have been injury prone in the past are the ones that have gotten hurt. Fields with the toe, he's had some injuries he's dealt with. Tua, he's had some injuries we've dealt with, not just concussions, but back and all of that too. And Stafford with his back. So Miami's an intriguing one. But as they went and got Zach Wilson, but I'm intrigued by Quinn Ewers.
On purpose?
I'm intrigued.
They went and got Zach Wilson on purpose?
Well, Zach Wilson's, they went and got him as a backup. But I think Quinn Ewers, if given the opportunity, can be way better in Miami than people think. I don't think we ever got him 100% in college. He was always playing through an injury.
You're writing Tua off already.
I'm not writing Tua off. I'm just saying I think them getting Quinn Ewers and the training camp he's reportedly had is really intriguing to me. It's just intriguing. All these teams that have injury-prone quarterbacks in the past are going and getting backup quarterbacks like Jimmy G. So I wonder if Quinn Ewers gets a shot this year if Tua gets hurt. That's my thing.
Harris's dad says, correcting my error, yes, Fridge is indeed yet alive, was screwed by the NFL and the players' benefit programs. Oh, no, that's true. I stand corrected, buttheads.
Wow.
Why'd he call us buttheads?
I think he was saying it like endearingly. I think. I don't know. To each his own.
So we become endeared to your father?
I feel like he is a couple tumblers deep right now.
He could be. He could be.
Yeah.
He could be.
Moist One says Todd Helton was the best quarterback on that team. Nepo baby Peyton stole the job.
Yeah, well, and Todd Helton was a hell of a baseball player too.
Let me stop by saying, Moist One, I love that you know that Todd Helton was Peyton Manning's backup quarterback at Tennessee. That is awesome.
Deep dive.
That is a deep dive right there.
Hey,
that
Randy.
knows ball.
Yeah.
So,
we should have like that depth finder for sub sound effect when somebody does a deep dive. It should be like ping,
you should have one. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know why he said Peyton Manning was a Nepo baby, though. He's literally one of
daddy,
the 3 greatest
Archie.
quarterbacks ever. Well, he earned it.
So every time he talks Tennessee football, I got us a little thing for when he talks Tennessee football. Here we go. There you go.
Oh, yes.
That's the fight song for Tennessee
Oh,
football.
That's
my
not
goodness.
as fun as the U Arizona fight song.
No,
when you
that's
play
true.
it.
That is true. Yeah, but so
If Harris gets on our nerves, this should be the fight song. Is the U Arizona one? That's what you should use.
There it is.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
It sounds just like the U of A fight song.
Yeah, it does.
Sounded just like it at McHale when I heard it. That's exactly what I heard.
Yeah. I like the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Diamondback dude says, son of a biscuit. I went to Costco and the Diamondbacks were winning. Come back to my car after spending like $300. Now we're losing 8-2. The hell happened? We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about that. Let's keep talking football.
Yeah.
I love Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes cracks me up. He's so tone deaf now that he's one of the haves instead of one of the have-nots. Patrick Mahomes, as you know, has $500 million plus all the money he makes on, his ads and stuff. He'll probably hit $1 billion of worth.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. If
by
he hasn't
the time
already.
he's done.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, Patrick, what do you think of this whole thing where the team could play in Missouri or maybe they play in Kansas? Either way, it's Kansas City, right? He's like, oh, yeah, we can't go wrong. He doesn't even care. He's like, hey, it's out of my control. He's like, we can't go wrong. I'm fine with it. Kansas City Chiefs. It doesn't matter to me. We're all good. Special place. It's all together here. We're good. He just doesn't even care. He just comes walking off. Meanwhile, the management and the ownership is sitting there going, oh my God, what is going on here? And he's like, sounds good. We're going to Kansas. All right. Wait, we're going to be in Missouri. Okay. He doesn't care. He just doesn't care. Don't blame him. Must be nice. Be nice. Let's see. Oh, okay. Speaking of the Chiefs, Hollywood Brown, turns out he has avoided serious injury after leaving practice on a cart.
Wow.
That's a scary thing for the Chiefs. But also Xavier Worthy has left practice early today. I guess he banged his head.
Oh, no.
Not good.
According to Uncle Andy. And then also Sky Moore, he left today with a hamstring injury.
What in the hell are they doing there in the Chiefs camp? Wow.
It's that time of year, man.
Yeah. Wow. We already had questions about the wide receiver room coming in.
Right.
And so
Did we? I don't remember.
They're all dinged up and they're not that.
Wide receiver room, I think that you can warrant some questions there for sure. I mean, I didn't talk about tight ends. I said wide receiver room, keyword. So,
yeah.
I mean, you have right now on the depth chart, it's Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, Rashid Rice, and then Sky Moore and Juju Smith-Schuster are the 4th and 5th. So it's like, who's going to be the star out of that receiver room?
Well, it depends on who's available. Rashid Rice probably would be my first guess when he's there to play.
Yeah.
Pending stuff.
And Worthy was, he was great at Texas. I mean, he was able to get open. He's got a ton of speed, but we could see him emerge. Him getting hurt is not good because he gets that year 1, year 2 leap, you need those reps to settle in, right? And him not being able to get settled in with the team, I think that's a concern for sure. He could be starting he could be starting behind coming into the season. So,
but everybody just calm the hell down. It is July.
Yeah.
There's plenty of time. And, listen, this is the time they're working stuff out. And,
and
they're like, no, okay, now you got medical staff to help you get back. It's not the end of the world. So that's why I'm not going to be upset that Michael Pittman Jr. has got a groin issue. We already have a couple of cornerbacks hurt. Now we got Michael Pittman Jr., like the other than Alec Pierce, the only receiver we have.
I didn't know of any other receivers.
We got problems on defense. Cam McGrone with a quad. I got Salvin Ahmed back issue. David Long groin.
Former Titan. Yeah.
They all and Alec Pierce has a blister on his foot. You go, you big baby, just walk it off. You'll be fine. So
he has a blister on his foot.
Yeah, Adonai Mitchell.
Put a Band-Aid on it, man.
Adonai Mitchell depends on who's throwing to him. So we'll see. About
I think
that.
He can be good. AD Mitchell.
He could be.
I
but
think he
it's
can
just
be really good.
Let's just see. I mean, every quarterback is different, and I don't even know what Danny Dimes is busy doing. I don't know what Anthony Richards. They're all like, "Oh, Anthony Richardson's looking really good." And you just shut your face. I don't care about camp. Okay.
Hey, but wait, you don't care about camp, but Little Miss Colts spent $100 million of her daddy's money paying that offensive lineman.
That was the right thing to do.
Yeah,
that was the
locked
right
up that
thing to
offensive lineman. $100 million. I can't think of his name, but she pulled the trigger on that.
No. That you had to do that. You had to do that. So no matter what you do, whether there's a quarterback coming or there's a quarterback that you're developing, you got to keep them upright. And after you lose Ryan Clark, that's the best thing you could possibly. No, I got no problem with that.
How about that move, huh?
Yeah, good decision.
LA Kid says he's got a small blister on his nether regions.
Was it 4 years, $100 million?
No, he said he had a blister on his nutsack.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about Bernard Raymond.
Oh, I thought we were talking about LA Kid.
No, not LA Kid. I don't think he's making $100 million. He could be.
No,
he could be. But
Malik Neighbors is okay.
Good.
Thank God.
Giants are going to need him.
Yeah, he's
Giants are going to need him big time.
Kind of like the Colts. That there, Michael Pittman Jr. right there.
Yeah, he is. That's a pretty spot on, actually. Spot on.
I don't know why. But I am convinced now that your dad is 3 tumblers in.
Did he say something?
My friend from Alabama told me how sick he was of hearing the Pride of Southland band play Rocky Top. Easy answer was, stop us from scoring, biatch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think your dad starts swearing more when he's got a little alcohol level going on in the old bloodstream.
Heck yeah, Dad. I love it. Keep chirping. Keep chirping. We've won 2 out of the last 3. That's right.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Calm down, Hillbilly family.
All
it's
right,
time for us to take a break. When we come back, more football, and on this day in Big Georgia sports history. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender is streamed live on YouTube. Search 1580 The Fanatic to watch.
Lowe's knows big savings make a big difference, especially when you're shopping for appliances. Hurry in to get up to 30% off select major appliances. Plus, My Lowe's Rewards members get free delivery, free haul away, free installation and parts on purchases of $2,500 or more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/30. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Price, delivery time, and vehicle availability may vary based on order size and location. Exclusions apply. See Lowes.com/delivery for more details.
When you bundle renters and auto with Progressive, you can save while protecting your most valuable possessions, like your really expensive limited edition sneakers and your new suit for your cousin's wedding. Except you never actually bought the suit because you can't stop buying sneakers. So you show up to the wedding looking like you're going grocery shopping. But hey, at least your sneakers will look good in the pictures, until you're cropped out of every last one of them. So go ahead and get Progressive, so you can save while protecting the things that matter to you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
AZ Preps 365, your source for all the news, info, highlights, and more. Athlete news and interviews. Talk with coaches. Keep you up to date with the changes, moves, upcoming events, and more. AZ Preps 365, Arizona's ultimate prep sports show. If you miss a minute, you miss a lot. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings 8 till 10 on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. And always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Arizona businesses need more skilled workers, and our students are the solution. At the Pima Joint Technical Education District, we build the talent Arizona businesses rely on. With cutting-edge programs in health and technology and hands-on career training, our 30,000 students will graduate ready for high-demand careers. JTED builds the future of Arizona's workforce. Learn how our students will bring excellence to your business at PIMAJTED.org. This message is sponsored by Potoff Private Philanthropy.
Here in Arizona, summer heat is a fact of life, but lately it's not just the temperatures that are rising. Inflation, global tensions, and economic uncertainty are heating up also. I'm Shannon Estes, president of CMI Gold and Silver. In turbulent times, doing nothing is the biggest risk of all. Smart investors always look to protect their wealth. Right now, with gold soaring past $3,000 an ounce and silver still affordable, investors are taking action. Established in 1973, CMI is the oldest precious metals bullion dealer in the U.S. We've helped Americans nationwide over the past 50 years with honest advice, secure and private transactions, and transparent low prices. We're family-owned, A-plus rated, and trusted by generations. Don't wait for the next financial heat wave to make your move. Prepare today with precious metals. Visit CMIGS.com or call us at 602-234-2300. Mention Money Radio to get a free 1-ounce silver coin on your first order. Call 602-234-2300. CMIGS.com.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Live and local.
Today's Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. So, a couple more football things before we get ready to hit the road here. Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce has a theory, and maybe this is something that had been done unto him. When somebody asked him about Travis Hunter, Travis Kelce speaking on Travis Hunter.
Yep.
And he's like, well, how are people going to deal with him? He says, I think teams are going to go after him directly, and they're going to try to make him miserable. They're going to work the hell out of him. They're going to go at him and tire him out. So the whole concept of how to deal with a two-way player like Travis Hunter is go at him and go at him a lot early. Problem is, you go at him, that could cost you. Because if you go at him, then all of a sudden he's getting interceptions. No, if you just go at him with the routes, like cause him to run routes and stuff, and just he has to stay on you. That's a different kind of thing. But I don't know.
I feel like that at this level of football. I mean, I don't think he's going to get picks like he did in college. This is the NFL, man. And I think they're going to design plays to go right at him.
Yeah, that's what Travis is saying.
Without making it a liability for your team to throw an interception.
He says they're going to try to make his day miserable. Dude, if he plays corner, they're going to run deep balls at him all day.
Yep,
Wide receivers, just take off on him all day.
Yep.
Just try to get him tired. Why wouldn't you attack him that way?
You would attack him at the line of scrimmage if he's a wide receiver and really put the hit on him right there at the line of scrimmage. It's fair game. It's allowed to do that. So you really work him over at the line of scrimmage. And I agree with that. They're going to go long and strong against him as a cornerback.
What's even worse is that crap team doesn't have really much else to do. So if they run him ragged that way, then what? What team is he on again?
The Jags.
Jaguars.
He's been playing both offense and defense in OTAs. He's been taking snaps both sides.
So if they attack Travis Hunter that way, how are the Jags going to counter that when they don't have much else going on?
Well, their safety play is going to have to step up. If they go deep at him all day, the safety's got to come over the top and help Travis Hunter out.
Yeah. I mean, Randy's right. Safety play will be important, but most notably, I don't know if this is fully going to work. Like teams just trying to just outrun him and make him tired because, some people tried it in college and the guy, he had over 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns. He gave up a 39.9 passer rating allowed. And so we'd never seen a player like this. Ever.
Yeah, but that was college. I can't wait to see how he plays in the NFL.
There will be a curve.
I'm not saying that he's not going to be good or that he's not a generational player. Yeah. What I am saying is I'm excited to see how like Travis Hunter said, how teams go at him
Yeah.
because they're going to.
I'm
They're
intrigued too. I'm intrigued too, Randy. That's a good point. Travis Kelce's onto something for sure.
So Big George says he just got his tsunami warning on his phone. He said there was an 8.7 magnitude earthquake about 85 miles off the east coast of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula with a depth of nearly 12 miles, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, projected to hit tsunami in Carlsbad at 1:15 a.m.
All
Yeah, it was
right.
nice knowing you, George.
Actually,
Can
see
you
you,
Venmo
George.
me real fast?
Yeah.
is that true?
Yeah, he's saying that's Carlsbad should
How
get
bad
hit
is
by a
a-
tsunami
how
at
bad is a
1:15
1:15
a.m.
Okay, so 1:15 a.m. How I wonder how bad
How
the
fun.
tsunami is.
Good luck getting out of there in traffic.
Mm.
No, that's what he said. He got a warning on his watch.
See, George, this is why you need a
8.7.
helicopter. This is why you need a helicopter, George.
I don't know.
Let me
I think
see.
we should look for stories on that one. I mean, surf to Phoenix. I mean, do what you got to do. Fish Tank says, I bet Travis Hunter will not be a two-way player by like week 3.
No, I don't think so. I think
What's the
it's-
point of having him if they play him like that? It only works to play him like that if you have other weapons.
Mhm.
The Jaguars
Good
do
point.
not seem to have other weapons.
They do.
According to
I think
I'm
they
not
do.
talking about defense, talking about offense. Who's the other weapons on offense?
Brian Thomas. I mean, he was 1,200 yards last year, or 1,000 yards receiving. I know at least last year he was really good out of LSU. I think he can help.
Moist one agrees.
Because you're right. I mean, if he's just like being force fed on offense and defense, they have no corners. You're right. It wouldn't work. I think Brian Thomas allows it for work. I also got Tyson Campbell, who's a really good corner. So he'll have some help there. This can work. It can work. I don't think by week 3 it's gonna
Jags
be
win
just
totals
obsolete.
are not going to be affected by Travis Hunter, but you're going to get to see some really great play.
Yeah, people are going to be going at him,
Mhm.
like at him. And so on the depth chart right now, here's what it shows. He's listed as a starting receiver. He's the slot receiver, but he is listed as a second string corner. So they might not be giving him first team snaps on offense and first team snaps on defense. They might be just sprinkling him in on defense because ultimately I think him on offense will be a little bit more important to him on defense due to how much they pay Trevor Lawrence. So that's probably what it'll be.
888-368-1580. Oh, gee, we got to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for On This Date in Georgia's sports history. He's expecting to be underwater soon. Back in the year 1989, Texas Rangers owner George W.H. Octavius Bush made one of the worst trades in baseball history, obtaining outfielder Harold Baines and a utility man from Chicago White Sox for a shortstop, Scott Fletcher, and 2 players to be named later. One of those ended up being Sammy Sosa. The White Sox subsequently traded Sosa and Ken Patterson to the Cubs for outfielder George Bell before the 92 season.
Mm.
It was the biggest mistake of my adulthood, said
Yeah.
Bush in the year 2000.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake of his adulthood up till then.
Speaking of, I just got with my friends at the USGS.
Yeah.
Yes, there indeed was a magnitude 8.7 east-southeast of Petropavlovsky, Kamchatsky, Russia, which is the remote eastern coast. And yes, there was definitely a warning, a tsunami warning issued for the west coast of the United States.
And here you see on the
yeah,
map,
yeah,
these
yeah.
are all the places that could be
Yeah.
hit by tsunami.
Yeah,
Canada, Alaska.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're looking at Astoria, Oregon. You're looking at Seattle, Washington. You're looking
Mhm.
at Los Angeles. You're looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
everything all the way down the line here. I don't know why
Yeah.
it stops right before Mexico. That's awfully nice of it.
Yes. Yeah.
You're like, Mexico's had enough trouble.
Well, I mean, after it travels on a several thousand miles, it probably
Is that Hawaii right here?
yes, it is. Yeah.
So tsunami could hit
Oh, yeah.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yeah. Yeah.
That's that ain't great.
Yep. And all these islands out here, Midway, and all these other islands that are out here. Yeah.
What's the difference between the purple and the red? And the yellow? What is
those
it?
are just no. The purple dots are just places.
I think it's a shade of blue. If you add a little blue to the yellow, it turns purple.
I don't want to zoom in any more of this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between the purple and the red.
Hey, I can see my house from here.
Hey,
me
we're
too.
over here.
Yeah.
So now let me just say, how many times has there been a tsunami warning and not a damn thing happens?
Well, I mean, we'll wait and see. I'm worried about the Hawaiian Islands. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. This is getting national reporting now. They're worried about Japan and Russia more than anything else. By the time it hits our coast, it may not be quite as bad.
I saw first thing that popped up when I Googled it was prompt tsunami watch for Hawaii. So it seems to be it seems to be really coming for that.
Well, there's time. There is time. Oh my God. Sorry, there's a tsunami of scores coming from the Tigers. They're up 11-2 over the Diamondbacks.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why I looked. Why are people telling me this? I don't want to hear about this.
No.
Sad.
No.
So seriously, George, are you in any actual danger? Hey, wait a minute. Isn't your girlfriend in San Diego?
Actually, she's on vacation. So
perfect
she's
timing.
I know she's in Idaho. So I was
tell her parents maybe don't water the potatoes tonight.
Yes.
There might be some irrigation coming.
Right. Okay.
May not have to pay that bill if you know what I mean.
Right. Right. And those bills in California, they're expensive.
I don't know what they're actually saying about the West Coast, but in all seriousness, hopefully everybody's okay, and everybody in Hawaii too. So the rest of the world, who cares? Anyway, it's not my problem. I can only care about so much. I mean, Japan. No, we're there. That's our pals.
Well,
we can care about them.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else I got to worry about?
Well, Big George and his family.
Oh, I already said that. He should just start driving now.
Well, yeah.
George says, many times there are false tsunami warnings. I think we should be okay here in Southern Cal. We're pretty high up on a hill, 179 feet above sea level, but I'm more concerned for Russia, Japan, Alaska, and Hawaii.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Moist One says, Minnesota Twin star closer John Duran seen hugging teammates. Yeah, usually means the trade is happening.
Uh-oh.
He's like, please, Mariners, please.
Loading up the Jeff Passan interview. Yeah, Johan Duran is one of the fastest throwing relievers in baseball.
Johan.
Yeah.
Johan Duran. I forgot.
Johan.
Yeah, but he throws hard.
Why are there so many damn weird names there?
I don't know.
I'm going to Mahone. See what I did there?
Yeah, nice one, Randy. Always up to the old bag of tricks.
It's Yoan.
Okay.
Says Moist One. Yoan.
I Yoan when I'm tired.
Yoan, we out. We off. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Daily Blender. Bye-bye.
Finding great candidates to hire can